completely gone, or can he still fix this? Be honest. Now, I didn't ask if you wanted Coach Pope not to be the coach. I'm saying, do you still trust Coach Pope? We're going to talk about that tonight, along with who do we think chances 1 out of 10 about each player who may come back next year. Let's get into this. Man, welcome to the Loyal BBN Fan Show. No fake hype, just real BBN talk with you guys. What's going on tonight, guys? I know people still kind of coming off the emotions of the seasons being over. Everyone's wondering what's next, what's going on with Kentucky, who's staying, who's going. But I think the biggest thing right now is, if we're being honest, I think the biggest thing right now is, where's everybody's belief and where's everybody's hope in Coach Pope? Is Coach Pope the coach that can take us to the next level? Do you still trust him? I mean, we know he's going to get a second year. We know that's going to happen. That's not up for debate. I think the debate is right now is, where's the fan base at? And I just want to make sure that I put this out there before I say anything else. I'm not opposed to Coach Pope still being our head coach next year. I'm all right. I mean, I don't have a choice. He's going to be here whether I want him to here or not. So it ain't like I can be upset if he's still our coach next year. But I just want to know where you guys feel. Where's you personally, when you look at your heart and when you ask yourself, when you look in the mirror, where's your trust level at when it comes to Coach Pope? Now, we're not just talking about him just maybe on the court. We're talking about recruiting. We're talking about his decision making. We're talking about him getting the right people, like a GM. All these people into the places that can help grow the Kentucky Wildcats. Based off all of that, like, where's the trust level at? I still have faith in him. I still want to see him get a GM because I want to see this right here off of his plate. Will he go out and will he make that happen? We don't know yet. We still got to wait, and you know what I'm saying? So we still got to wait and see what's next. We still got to wait and see who's going to be back next year, who's not going to be back next year. I get the feeling that we're going to I got a feeling that there's going to be more people that may leave more than maybe I thought, of. You know, I thought maybe we would get maybe about 6 guys back, maybe 6, 7 guys back. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. And I mean, we got some guys here that I think that can still help Kentucky play basketball if the right pieces are in place. On the show, after the post-game show, I think one thing that we cleared up more than anything is that we need at least 4 or 5 point guards here, because point guard seems to be the one area that just Kentucky continues to just be delinquent at. And this right here all falls on Coach Pope's shoulder, as to get the right guys in here at Kentucky that can win ball games. And if he doesn't do that, then we all have to go back and point the finger at him and says, you didn't build this team correctly. You let this team down. You let the university down. You let the BBN down because you didn't orchestrate smartly enough, because you was too selfish to go out and get the right pieces to come here and play basketball. Like, I like Jasper Johnson. We may lose Jasper Johnson just because he had to play out of position all year and he wasn't happy and there was no room on the floor for him. So we might end up losing out on him just because of that. I mean, if we being real. So, I mean, we're talking about guys that could have potentially really helped the team in the future that may not even be here now just because of that, just because they didn't have the right personnel in here, just so guys can play their regular position. I mean, Aberdeen's gone because he's a senior, but he didn't come here to play. He didn't come here to play significant minutes and be the key point guard of the team. So at the end of the day, that's why I asked the question is, where's your trust at in Coach Pope in being able to put the team together that can make a run, that can really do something special here at Kentucky? You know what I'm saying? I mean, can he coach? Can he get the best out of people? I mean, I don't want to keep bringing up Calipari. I get all of that. But I mean, even though we lost a lot of games, I mean, even though we lost some crucial games in March, he got guys to play at their full potential. It just didn't happen when we really wanted it to happen. But let's be real. So can Pope do this? I believe in Pope. I want Pope to do it. I want Pope to be the coach here for a few more years, if all possible. But we also gotta use a little reality here and say, can he get us to where we're trying to go at based off what he's willing to do to go get the players? I mean, we can look at, I don't want to go back and talk about injuries because people had injuries. Iowa State lost one of their key guys, and they just lost him a day and a half before they had to play Kentucky, and they made the necessary adjustments on the run. You see what I'm getting at? Fire Pope. No other way. You see what I'm saying? So like the fan base is torn on this. Is you know, I mean, I'm not going to say all the fans out there want Coach Pope gone. That's false. Not everybody wants Coach Pope, but there's a lot of people out there like, get this guy out of here. He doesn't deserve to be here at Kentucky. He's not the one to fix it. And of course, everyone knows the number one question is, and I don't even care how much you love Coach Pope, if he had no affiliate to Kentucky, he wouldn't be here at Kentucky. And I think when you look at a question like that, is you look at it and you say to yourself, so why is he here for then? I mean, if that's the only thing that draws him to Kentucky is because he's a national champion, but just because you're a national champion, does that mean that you still qualify? I mean, you could be a bench player and be on a national championship team. Does that mean you got to come back to Kentucky and coach? It takes a special kind of person to be here to coach, and I think Coach Pope knows that. But the problem is we got to get the right personnel in here. And at the end of the day, once again, I'm sorry to beat this up, but we got to get 4 point guards in here. We just do. We got to get so certain guys don't ever have to worry about being the guy with the ball in the hand. Give me the ball in the hand when it's time for me to go execute, and I'll make something happen. Jasper Johnson, I like Jasper. I don't think he's coming back. We'll get into these players. We'll go quickly, and we'll do 1 through 10. 10 being the highest you think a player is coming back, and 1 being you think this player is just gone, unless stuff's already been out there in the news that I don't. I wanted to go see Coach Pope's Monday call-in show or whatever. I couldn't find it, so I wasn't able to go, so that's why I'm a little late running behind and getting started. But where we stand at right now, folks, like where we at? Like Kentucky basketball is in – it's just not Kentucky basketball, and we're not happy. Like, we're not making it to the second weekend. I get it. We won a game this year. I get it that we went to the Sweet 16 last year, but that's not the standard here at Kentucky. That's just not. That's not college basketball. Is not college basketball if Kentucky can't make it to the second weekend. College basketball is better when Kentucky's in. They just are, regardless of how many people don't want to see Kentucky in the tournament. The tournament's a better program and a better event when Kentucky goes deep in the tournament because it's Kentucky. It's the Dukes. It's the Carolinas. It's the Kansas. You know what I'm saying? It's the UConns. It's just better when it's that way. I kind of wanted a fresh slate next season. Let's see. Alan Kane, good to see you. Danny Mays, good to see. Pope kept pointing to record analytics instead of apologizing and giving BB and hope. And I think that's I like what Danny Mays just said. It's like, come on, Coach Pope. Like, we don't want to hear the analytics, because if your analytics was so good and was so spot on, then we would be getting ready for the Sweet 16. Now, I get it. Coach Pope is not out there shooting free throws. And that's why I personally give him some grace, because he's not out there, you know, dribbling the basketball. He's not out there missing free throws. He's not out there blocking out. He's not out there being physical. But it all loops around till you put this team together. So you put this team together. So now you're seeing a result of your mindset with your analytics that ain't happening. And we don't want to hear it. We don't want to hear the analytics. We just want to see, we just want to hear one thing. I'm going to fix this. I don't want to hear all the hype. That's why I think next year, because I think everybody, let's be real, I think everybody brought into the hype of the team this year. I'm not getting involved in the hype for football this year. And then next year, I'm not going to get involved with the hype for basketball. I'm going to be excited, of course, because it's Kentucky basketball, but I don't want my feelings to get hurt anymore. My emotions mean too much for me. It takes too much out of me when I'm let down. So I'm going to just see what happens. Don't talk. Don't give me a bunch of numbers and a bunch of analytics. Just give me a group of guys that's going to get on the football field. Give me a group of guys that's going to get on the basketball field court, and let's perform. Let your winning. We're not going to win every basketball game, and I don't get upset about losing a basketball game. I get upset based off the fashion of how we lose a game, whether it be football or basketball. People say, well, Will Stein's going to be really, really aggressive next year. He's going to pass the ball. We're going to be down the field. Dude, I don't want to hear that. Show me what we're going to do. Coach Pope, well, we're going to do this analytics. And we go, no, dog. Get between the lines and let's fight. I want guys out there that'll fight. On the football hype we'll see. We'll see. Don't get me wrong. Once again, me not getting excited for the programs to see what's going to happen next year, I have my level of excitement, but I'm going to be a little reserved. Like, show me. Come on. If you're in a relationship, you can tell your significant other all day long, I love you. Oh, this, that. But if your actions don't match, if they don't match up, then that's just words. Anybody can say words. I need actions. I need something that I can look at and I can see happening real time. It ain't gonna be perfect always, but I need stuff I can see. I need to see that we're moving in that direction. And when you see that it's moving backwards or sideways from one side to another, then you question yourself and be like, I'm not seeing what I was sold. If you got in the car and on the outside it looked beautiful, and then you get in the car and then you see, man, this is jacked up. It had 10 on the window, so you couldn't see it. As soon as you open the door, you get in the car, whoa, the outside is beautiful. Spot it ain't a scratch on it. And then you get inside and it looks like, what am I looking at? Am I being punked? Exactly. So my feelings have just gotta stay reserved a little bit. I'm still loyal, but I just gotta stay reserved a little bit, a little less talking. Absolutely, Tab. I'm there. Like I don't need to hear I'm tired of hearing all the jibber jabber. We got enough people on the outside doing the jibber jabber for Kentucky. We got enough people out there telling us how bad Kentucky is. We got enough people out there telling us how relevant Kentucky is no more. That the new era of college basketball is leaving Kentucky behind, and now Kentucky's got to feel what everybody else around the nation has been feeling their whole careers at their universities. I'm tired of hearing that. Show me how we can get back to this. Show me how they can get back to here. That's all I want to know. Put my program back where it belongs. And that's here, competing for this year in and year out. That's just what we expect. Is the expectations high? It is. But at least we're going to compete. I want to compete, guys. I do. Go with. Alan Kane said, let me see what this says. We just a couple of dudes to go with what we got. But everybody ain't going to stay, though, Alan. We gonna get, I don't want to use the word mass exodus, but we're going to lose guys that maybe we might want to keep. So we just got to just see how this all plays out, for real. Thank all you guys for tuning in tonight, man. Thank you. You guys are watching the Loyal BBN Fan Show with your boy, Big Mike here. Do me a favor, if you haven't already, please go over to the YouTube button and hit that subscribe button. Also, please go ahead and double tap that like button for the video so we can get this shared out. And also, if it's your first time watching, please let me know this is your first time watching. Also, where you watching from, and do you have a birthday, an anniversary, a shout out? And I'll give you a shout out here right on the air. Just put it right here in the comments, and I hope that I can catch it, and that I can give you a special shout out for that. So once again, welcome to the Loyal BBN Fan Show. The first time you watch, you are a guest. The second time, you are family. You guys know how we do. Congratulations, guys. The show finally went over 4,000 subscribers because you guys made it happen. You guys shared the link. You guys went out there and told your friends and family about it. So the show went over 4,000 people, and we're just going to continue to grow every single day. We're going to come back here as often as possible, and we're going to talk Kentucky. That's what we do here. So Anyway, so let's just get back into it. And so once again, the question at the top of the page, if you just join it, is do you still, make sure I get this question right for you guys. It's at the top of the page and I can't see it because I'm on a different platform. Or maybe I can't. The question is, do you, make sure I get back to this. Is your trust in Mark Pope completely gone, or can he still fix this? And be honest, everyone that's been watching this show for a long time, you're not going to be criticized just because you have a different opinion in what somebody believes in. Absolutely. I mean, I'm a guy doing YouTube. People ain't going to agree with me all the time at all. And I enjoy getting called out. I enjoy being stated correctly. And I don't get upset. I'll be like, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for schooling me and let me know that I was wrong on something. I don't mind that. So please voice your opinions there in the comments. As a matter of fact, let's do this right here, guys. It's real simple. If you still trust Coach Pope, type the number 1 in the chat. If you don't trust in Coach Pope, type in the number 2 in the chat. If you trust in Coach Pope, put a 1. If you don't trust in Coach Pope, give me a number 2 in the chat right now. Jasper may be garbage, but I mean, he's playing out of position though, Peanut. He's playing out of position. Put him in them, set him up for success. The whole thing about these coaches is to be able to fix a 9th place SEC finish to what? We can't finish 9th. We can't be playing on Wednesday anymore. I know that. We got to get over that. We got to get back to that double bye standard. That's the standard for the SEC, at least 1. See, there you go. We got a lot of, see what I'm saying? We got a lot of people who still believe in Coach Pope. And I'm going to put my comment here too. 1, if you trust in Coach Pope. 2, if you don't. There's my vote right there. You got it all day. Yes, sir. I still believe in Coach Pope, but does Coach Pope believe in himself? I don't want no analytics because I ain't smart enough to analytics. I'm not that dude. Me and math, we didn't get along in school. I passed. I did what I had to do. I didn't like statistics, but I did what I had to do to get through it. I don't like, yeah. Somebody said two. You know what? Let me put this up here because I got because this is funny. I didn't expect that. But Tab said 222. Tab, tell us how you really feel without telling us how you feel. I appreciate that for real. But this is real stuff. These are real feelings here, man. I mean, like, we're done. Oh, man, I forgot, guys. How can nobody in here reminded me or I didn't see it. Big shout out to the Lady Cat for going to the Sweet 16. I think that's their first time going to the Sweet 16 since 2016. Michaela Epps, good job, Lady. Bro, that was a close game. The Lady Cat should never came down to that. And I'm surprised they didn't get a foul at the end when that girl fell down. I don't know if she flopped or what, but big shout out to the Lady Cats for that, for getting to the Sweet 16 as well. We got 131 people in the room right now watching. I'm telling you right now that if you're watching from Facebook, if you can't like the video, you can like it on Facebook, but you got to be on YouTube to hit that like button. We're losing likes and we're losing YouTube pushing us out. If you're just staying on Facebook, I need somebody. Yeah, NIL money won't be $22 million next year. I hope not. Glad I missed it because my heart can't take it anymore. Oh, it was a close game, man. We was up. We was killing them. We was running them. And I don't know, and my question was going to be if we collapse and didn't lose that ball game, Kenny Brooks, like, dude, can you finish? Can you close games? Because we know what happened, and we know what happened last year. You can't close games out. So he found a way to get the ladies to close it out. And big shout out to Clara Strack. Had a huge double tonight. Key had some good rebounds. Boone came in the third quarter and hit some major big shots. So big shout out to her too as well. West Virginia made a run in the fourth. I think they went on like a 10-2 run. We had no answer for them, and then we buckled down and played some defense when we needed to, and Kentucky got the win. So beautiful job by the Far Pope and take Low and JQ with him. I mean, if you're just getting in here, we did a little thing that if you still trust in Coach Pope, you type the 1. If you didn't trust in Coach Pope, you put a 2 in the chat. So Jasper can't play in the SEC. Maybe he can't. But I mean, I guess we're gonna go quickly through all of those individuals, okay? And just so you guys know, with all the comments you guys are putting out right now, that's good because YouTube is seeing it and YouTube is putting more people in the room. So please keep the chats coming, keep them coming, whatever. If you got to spam it with BBN, go ahead and do so. These comments are pushing YouTube to push this out to more people. Brooks was a hell of a hard. Brooks. Yeah, he was. He's a good. For a minute there, I was like, Brooks. Who the freak is Brooks? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. That's just the head coach of the women. Jasper is a barbecue chicken every time he's out there playing. Dude, I like Jasper, but I'm look. Once again, this is a show based off opinions. Okay, it is, and I love people's opinions. But let me ask you guys a question. Is there anything in you guys that think Jasper Johnson, if he didn't have to play the point guard, if he can just be a two guard and just get it? Because I think Jasper can still, once he gets bigger and stronger and more mature, I think he can still find a way to create his shot. You guys don't think Jasper Johnson will be a good fit here in year two? Because, I mean, he shoots the three. He shoots a little bit too much sometimes. He should try to go get fouled and get to the foul line. I think he can create his shot. But, I mean, I like Jasper, and I don't think he stays. I really don't. I can't watch the McDonald's All-American game. Oh, that's right. We have no recruits. Is that on tonight? That's not on tonight, is it? They're already playing the McDonald's game during the March Madness? I can't remember. Pope needs to get more players like the first year he was here. And just think people outside of Kentucky, even inside Kentucky, well, you guys just got a bunch of role players still. But yeah, but it was a different mindset for those guys, though. I'm not sure because all of them was so older and they was much more mature. I don't know for sure. But those guys, they had a different mindset. They was hungry for it. They didn't just let balls hit the floor. They went after stuff. They dug, they fought. And we just came up short last year in the Sweet 16 against Tennessee. I would have loved to seen that team go to the Elite Eight. I think with the momentum they was picking up with Williams, how he played at the 5, how he was a positionless player, I guess they say at this time and age. I really would like to have seen us go as well. I think we will be great, but we'll leave. Who said this right here? Ooh, y'all guys are moving. I can't keep up with it. Ryan, let me throw this up right fast. Ryan says, I think he will be great, but would leave for the playing time. I don't blame him, but hate it. But see, that's just it, though. I mean, does he feel like he should be a starter on a blue blood team? Like is he gonna go to Carolina and think he should walk in day one and be a starter? Maybe. It depends on the system. Maybe he could, but I mean, if that's his mindset, I just hate that young men today don't want to fight, and the only option they got is now. If you're going just to get paid, cool. Kids are doing it every day. But if you're going just because you don't want to fight, and just because you don't want to scrap, and just because you don't want to bleed, just because you don't want to every single day grind and go at it, and if you don't want to do that, so if that's the reason why you're leaving, then Kentucky's not for you then. As a matter of fact, ain't no program for you then, because you're gonna be chasing after something that's never there. And before you know it, you're gonna look up and you're a 5-year senior. You're a senior in college. But like, dude, I've been chasing teams. I've been chasing this dream that I got for a long time, but it's not coming true. Let me look in the mirror for a second. Let me see. You know what? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. Not the programs that I'm in, but maybe I don't want to fight. I want things handed to me because that's just everybody's been telling me, you the dude. You're going to go pro one day. You the dude. So now people don't want to fight. It just is. Jasper did not get a Cybertruck. I don't know what these. I don't know what these guys are getting, bro. Hey, Big Mike. I feel that this is from Kelly. Hey, Kelly, good to see you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Let me throw this. Let me make sure that I change this right here. Throw this up for Kelly. Hold on for a second. Miss Kelly, thank you for the comment. I appreciate it. Hey, Big Mike. I feel that if he can build a team that wants to play for Kentucky more than a paycheck, we will be on the road back to what Kentucky is supposed to be. But how do you do that, though, Miss Kelly? In the age of NIL and this is no disrespect to guys going out there getting their money. It's no disrespect in that way, but how do you do that in the college basketball area? I don't think any kids these days necessarily, now they might go play for the coach plus the NIL, but let's be real. I mean, kids are going to get the money. Do you think AJ from BYU really wanted to play for that particular coach? Or did that big paycheck he got for going to BYU for 1 year, how much did that come into play? How much was that effective by going to get that big paycheck out there? Kids, I mean, and this is just something as a Kentucky fan that I'm speaking for myself. Everybody's entitled to feel what they want to feel. But for me, nobody's really coming here for Kentucky anymore. Because guys, they don't know the history of Kentucky. All they know right now is, yeah, they used to watch it. Some of them do. So let me back up a little bit. Some of these young guys and young women, they understand the universities that they're going to. They've been watching them since they was younger. So yeah, some of them understand the history, the pride that comes along with playing at certain schools. But overall, these guys just want to be like, who's the guy that's going to give me the biggest paycheck? I mean, we do it in our own jobs. If I got a job and I got a chance to make more money over here somewhere, dude, we don't always we always think that the grass is green on the other side because we get a bigger paycheck. But when you get into the system, you realize I shouldn't have did that. I should have stayed where I was at. I was getting less money, but I had a peace of mind. I fit in that system. And the problem is now guys don't fit in system. They fit in the pocketbook. They fit in the money. And I get it. Some of these guys may grow up and have nothing to their name. So going to get this much money and taking care of their family overnight and changing their lives is that's a lot of pressure. Some of us will never understand the pressure that may be, that we got to go and we got to support our family because our family is on the brink of nothing. So we understand that to a certain extent. So, these guys, they got to make tough decisions, and I'm not knocking them. They got to go do what they do, but I still want guys that's at Kentucky that I agree with what Kelly said, that wants to fight. I want guys that here at Kentucky that want to fight. They want to be here at Kentucky because, yes, I'm getting a big paycheck, but I also understand the responsibilities of what comes along with playing at this university right here, and that the fan base, we're not going to have it. Never. So, hey, Kelly, thank you for that comment. I appreciate it, man. Kentucky Trev says the narrative of Kentucky itself is, I like throwing up these comments, man. The narrative of Kentucky itself is going to recruit all these stars is exactly why we're falling behind. Underpaying guys and giving them history lesson isn't going to work. Man, we got to adapt to what's going on in the new era of college basketball. That's why getting the GM here is so important. The GM here is not here to sell them on you should come and play for Kentucky because the front of the jersey. No, the GM is here is saying, what deal do we have to work out for you to come to Kentucky and play basketball? We can talk about the history of Kentucky afterwards. We get you through the door. Once we get you through the door, then we can talk about what it means to play at Kentucky. You ain't need to take a visit to Kentucky. What's your numbers look like? What's your demands? What are we doing? Exactly. I mean, so if we don't adapt, even as fans, that's why look, I'm gonna keep, Big Mike gonna keep it 100 with you guys, okay? I did a video a couple of months ago, and it was basically like we got to go and open up the bag, and we got to pay the right people. We can't just pay anybody. We got to pay the right people with the right pieces that come here and fit into a puzzle. I mentioned last night on the show is you can't take a circle and put it into a square. You just can't. You can't tell me how smart you are. You can't tell me the analytics that you think has worked for Kentucky, but then you go out and then you get the complete opposite of what fits your analytics of your mindset. You got to bring in guys that can fit into your equation. And if you don't, then what are you bringing guys here for? You're taking up space. As BC says all the time, I don't think it's out here. It's a $22 million team. I think that's the narrative out there because I can't imagine if JQ was our highest paid, and I think he got maybe 3. Somebody can correct me on it. Who else got a lot of money? I don't get it. What'd you give? Did you give Braden Hawthorne $2 million? Well, I know. Did you give him $500,000? Did you give Cam Williams $1 million? So that's my whole point is We got to go out here. We got to get the right pieces in. And if Coach Pope is going to draw this fan base right back in here, then guess what? Then we got this, you know what I'm saying? If he's going to have to go out and he's going to have to put his analytics to work or stop talking about analytics. You gotta find somebody to fix your analytics, and he's not doing that at all. Let's get to some of these comments over. Amen. Pay the right people who want to work together and fight. That's all I'm saying, guys. You got to pay the right people who's going to fit your system, who's okay with that. And that's what I'm saying. Like some of these guys that you're going to have to pay, you got to go out and tell them, hey, you might come off the bench, but I'm gonna get you in the ball game. But I need you here at Kentucky. So what do we got to do to work this out? So the money's right. So your ego is okay. So you're okay when you walk in to the stadium and you understand that guess what? I'm coming off the bench, but that's all right. I'm still going to get mine. I'm still going to help the team out. You know what I'm saying? So we got people with egos like, I got to start. I've been starting my whole life. I've been starting everywhere I went at. I can't go to Kentucky and sit on the bench. Now, you got some guys that you just know that's going to come to Kentucky and just going to, look, he's a starter. Period. That's why we went and got him. We didn't go get him for him to sit on the bench. We just didn't. So all of what Coach Pope is doing these days, it's just gonna have to change. It's just he's gonna have to change or notice I'm not calling for his job. But if you're not going to change what's going on and you're not going to bring the right personnel in here, then if you love Kentucky that much, you might have to step down and bring somebody in who's willing to do that. Because even as a guy that's won a national championship here at Kentucky, we don't care. We don't care. We want to see Kentucky back here, period. And if you can't get us there, then move along and let somebody else do it for us. Because that's what we brought you here for, is to win championships. Or not to just win championships, but just be competitive. Stop losing in the first weekend. Get us past the Sweet 16, which is standard for most schools. Most schools jump around like it's the best thing in the world if they make it to the Sweet 16. Not us. We're supposed to be. Or are we? Does our mindset as fan base need to change as well based off the times? Is it time for, look, the older generation, because I'm a little in age. The older generation, to them, it's nothing but championships or bust. The younger generation is just saying, can we be competitive right now? So you got two age groups who are competing with each other. The older age group is like, this is unacceptable. The newer age group is like, we get it next year. And as the older folks say, we don't understand that. We're not used to just saying we get it next year. Every year is the year for Kentucky. The younger group is like, we'll get it. Don't worry about it. We'll be back next year. We get Sweet 16. Oh, we went to no. So the standard may have to change, but I'm not asking people to change. It's just that mindset because I mean times are changing and it just has to. BYU retain Pope's players. They will go back to irrelevancy next year. Once AJ is gone, who else they gonna pay to get in? They're gonna have to open up the paycheck again. We give you $7 million to come to BYU for 1 year. That's what it's going to take for teams. And if BYU is going to open up the book and pay someone $7 million to come play basketball, by God, Kentucky better be willing to pay 7.5. They just do. Because it's a sad day when a person's going to choose BYU over Kentucky, but it's based off the money. So if we know that the formula is the money and not the University of Kentucky, then you got to go pay the guy. Simple as that. We got 217 guys in here watching the show right now, guys. I hope all you guys who are watching on YouTube, I hope you guys have hit the like button and keep the comments coming. 14 losses ain't good, Big Mike. That would cost Pope. I get it. That's my point. 14 losses in Kentucky, getting the 9 seed in the SEC tournament, playing on a Thursday. We don't do that. Let me ask you guys a question. Kentucky playing the SEC tournament on Thursday. That threw off a lot of people's schedules. Hold on. I'm at work on a Wednesday at noon. And if we win, guess what? I'm going to be at work on Thursday at noon. My plans is to be gone by Friday so I can watch my Cats play, not on a Wednesday or Thursday. That's the kind of stuff that makes people up in flames. You're not going to mess up my trip. You're not going to mess up my time at the SEC tournament. I look forward to this every year. You're not going to mess it up for me just because you want to play just because you don't want to get your team ready to play and you got to play on the early afternoon on Wednesday afternoon. No, time out, coach. Time out. T, call him up. We got to get this right. BYU can't afford it. Yeet Turtle. That's my point. If BYU is playing a player $7 million, Kentucky better be playing 7.5 for him. Period. You better go the extra mile to go get that guy, because once you let BYU might only play that. They might only have that one single guy that they may be paying such an enormous amount for, and everybody else is taking a major pay cut just for this guy to come here. Okay, I guess that is what it is. But still, if we're Kentucky, if we got endless amount of money, then why ain't we going to pay to get these guys here? I don't know. I don't think it's money as much as a lot of players don't like those JMI rules. I think, and I like what David said. David said you gotta hire a GM. Simple as that. You gotta hire a GM. You gotta go out there, Pope. All of this going back and forth and think you're smarter than the average person. You might be smart. You're smarter than me. I'm gonna tell you straight up right now. You are much smarter than me. But maybe you won't have it all together when it comes to doing this NIL and head coaching at Kentucky and the pressure that comes along with it and all of this. You don't really have it. So because of that, you got to go get somebody that can. Absolutely. I mean, we go out and we get Coach Pope. If you can go out, if you say to yourself, Coach Pope, I got to go out and I got to get a dog. I got to get a relentless. I got to get a guy at a point guard that knows what he's doing, that can come in here, that can lead my team. Well, then how can you say that we don't need a GM that can go out there and get the right person to come and get get that dog of a point guard that we need, maybe two of them, or get that big long stretch four that we need that can go out there, that can still crash the board, that can shoot the three and still drive and get to the line for N1s. Come on, Coach. I'm Coach Pope. I'm just an average fan, brother. I see that. I know you got to see it. Don't be selfish. Selfish does not look good on you, Coach Pope. Not at all. I don't want to see the faces on the sideline. I don't want to see the confusion. I just want to see you putting people on that sideline that can make Kentucky be a competitor year in and year out. Terry. Let me see hey, Miss Terry, how you doing, man? Let me see 1 second. Miss Terry says, and so the fact that three major players were injured most of the season doesn't give grace. This would be a different team with everyone healthy. Cal had healthy teams every year. He had the dogs. But, okay, Miss Terry, I thank you. First of all, Miss Terry, type in the chat the name of your YouTube page too as well. She's a coach. My fact is, you're right. Okay? You're absolutely right. But Coach Pope gambled. See, we're not talking about the gamble that was taken. The gamble was taken that a guy who's coming off a major injury, like an ACL, and then you think this guy's going to come here. When the schedule's out and you say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to bring JQ here, a rim alternate, a defensive alternate person that can just make people's life crazy around the rim, right? We're right? So the thing out of it is you're going to bring him in here, and when you look at the schedule, he ain't going to be here for Gonzaga. He ain't going to be here for Michigan State. He ain't going to be here for that. He ain't going to be here for a lot of these games. So who do I see that's behind him that can get the job done? Oh, well, we got Garrison. Well, we got Marino, who ain't never played a college basketball game before. So we got all these people that's behind JQ, and this going to be months before JQ. Let's be real. When JQ come, I was one of the ones, personally, that was like, he shouldn't see the floor until January. Nope, you got to see the floor in early December. Was it early December? Whenever we played St. John's or whatever it was. And then what happened? He lasted 3, maybe 4 games, and that was it. Shut it down for the year. He gambled with the emotions of the Kentucky Wildcats. That's unacceptable. I get all of that. I really, really, really get all of that. Is that we had guys that was injured, but from the reports, and I'm not sure how this is, so please fact check me. Maybe Jalen Lowe had maybe injuries. He was injury prone a little bit with his shoulder prior to Kentucky. I don't know how true that is, so someone can please fact check me on it. But you get a point guard, and then another thing, if we got 3 guys that's hurt, then guess what? You got a plan for that as a coach. Miss Terry, you a coach. You understand that you got to have a backup ready at all times, a qualified backup, not someone that you're just going to just throw in a position, unless you got to go deep into the bench and says, look, that we done lost our first string quarterback, we done lost our second string quarterback, and we done lost our third string. Guess what, dude? You're a receiver. Lynn Bowden, he had to step up and play quarterback as a receiver, as a slot. And it worked out for us. He was really good at it. But can everybody step into a role? He was just a freak of nature. He was just that good. Lynn Bowden was nice. But you got to get somebody in that says, if this guy goes down, who can I bring to Kentucky that's good enough for this? Aberdeen's a 2. He's not a point guard. And even if he's a point guard, he's not ready for this type of pressure at Kentucky. He's a shooting guard. He didn't have to worry. He didn't have that pressure on him at Kentucky. I mean, at Florida last year, he can just come into the ball game because he had Clayton and the other guy that was playing point. That's a no-brainer. Exactly. That's why he can get 6th man of the year at Florida, because he didn't have that pressure on his back. My point is, if Coach Pope is going to put this team together, he's got to say, I need a starter. And the guy that's going to be behind him, I need him not to have too big of an ego for coming off the bench. And he's got to be almost just as good. Now, BC made a point. Who's going to come and sit on the bench when they can go somewhere and be a starter? I get that. That's where you come in as a coach or a GM and you try to make it work. And then you have those 2 guys compete, and the best man week in and week out will start. That's just how you got to look at it. But I get your point, Mr. Terry, though. I can vouch for him. I had the same injury in high school. And I mean, my shoulder got messed up in high school. My shoulder still, at the age that I am, I'm still cautious of the way that I actually move my shoulder. Tyrone says that injury that J-Lo has I can vouch for him. I had the same injury in school. And that is these shoulder injuries. I mean, even him coming back, when he came back, maybe his shoulder was just damaged. So it didn't matter if he came back and played anymore or not. But every single time he played on the floor, as a Kentucky fan, we held our breath because he was just one swipe away from it. It's just his shoulders just hanging. I get all that. I get the injuries, and I take all of that. And that's why I give Coach Pope, even though he made the decision with JQ, I kind of put that to the side, okay? But I give Coach Pope that grace is because we haven't had a healthy team. And we know that Cam went out for 12 games. And we know J-Lo went out, and that was supposed to be our guy. I get all of that. So that's why, for me, I'm a guy that likes to give people empathy. I like to give people second chances. I like to give people the benefit of the doubt that if this didn't happen, maybe we don't have this happen. And because we had the injuries, we did. But at the end of the day, Coach Pope is responsible for putting this team together in order to have the backup. Could you imagine Coach Stein only having one true safety on the team and not having a quality backup on his team? What would that look like? How many teams out there go out and get a star quarterback, and we get a star quarterback, but then we'll go find someone who just was throwing football in a field somewhere the next day? No. They're going to make sure that they got at least some type of quality, some type of high quality quarterback on the back end side. So if theirs get hurt at any play, these guys get hurt. Coach can't stop the game and the season and says it's over. Stop the game. We're hurt. We can't do it no more. No, he's got to be able. He's got to be able to say get in, and he's got to keep coaching. He can't. He's got to worry about those injuries at the end of the ball game. He's got to keep going. He can't worry about who's in the locker room hurt. He cares about him, but he still has a job out there to do. Rondo is an assistant. Ooh, you guys are rolling with these comments tonight, bro. I can't keep up. I'm sorry, guys. I can't keep up, but they're covered. No grace, no hype, and Pope built this roster wrong. JW, you're right. It's kind of like, well, I'm just kind of person that I don't mind. I think I'm built like that, and I thank God for that. That just kind of just gives people that grace that maybe it's something in there that's going to change us around, and I like to give them a chance. I'm somebody in life that people has given a second chance to. So, you know what I'm saying? So why, if I get a second chance in life and in certain situations, then why shouldn't I be a little, why come I can't be a little give others grace as well too, as what it was given to me. So that's why I feel like I give Coach Pope, and besides, he's not going to, he's going to get one more year regardless. Unless we get up tomorrow morning and he's resigned, Coach Pope is going to be the coach next year. How he deals with that, now that's on Coach Pope and the athletic department and JMI and anybody else involved in making those big high class, those high big deals behind the scenes. It's up to those guys. But us as fans, only thing we want to see is do we have a coach that is smart enough and is not selfish, that he's willing to do whatever it takes for the team in the sense of go get a GM. I'm just go get a GM. We need it. Kentucky Wins and Lose says, I just think we need to cut bait and start the true rebuild now. The problem is, I like when Kentucky, what's the name? The problem is who we going to get to coach here with the GMI deal. It's a lot of stuff we have to look at. It is. I mean, and us as fans, sometimes we see wins and losses because that's what we do. Did you win or did you lose? That's all we see. If we win, beautiful. If we lose, well, what happened? How can we get this fixed next time so we don't do the same problem? But when you have the same problem all year long, then you got to ask yourself, who's not fixing this? Is it the players? Are they responsible? I mean, there are the ones out there on the floor playing the basketball game. The players are the ones who's on the football field not making tackles. They are the ones who's not catching the ball. They are the ones who's fumbling the ball when they run the ball as running backs. They are the lineman who's not blocking. So the players has got to take a big responsibility in what happens with the program for the year, because they're out there executing, right? Supposed to be. But the coach is the one who puts this together and says, I gotta have these guys ready to go, and I gotta have them locked in week and week out. BCN, ooh, that went fast, man. That went fast, man. I saw you, Markwell Bryant. Me and him was some shipmates in the hey, shipmate, how you doing out there, man? Good to see you, Mark. Spence, no true dogs on the team. Got to get a coach to hold everyone accountable and play defense. There was no fight in this team. I ain't saying this. This is a Kentucky fan that's saying this. I'm not saying this. And this guy roots for, he's a Kentucky basketball fan. Unfortunately, he's an Auburn football fan, which I don't understand it. That's why I don't talk to him. Good to see you, bro. Jasper Johnson next season. He may be. I mean, I don't know. So let's get into this, guys, because I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be a long. Ooh. Let me talk to you guys about the Rick Pitino situation for a second, and I want you guys to be real with me, okay? Let's keep it real with Rick Pitino. People say that they want Rick Pitino as a GM. They say that they want him as come back as a head coach, and people are real. This ain't people just throwing up comments just to say it. People really, really sincerely believe this. If Coach Rick Pitino walks to the door tomorrow as a head coach of Kentucky, I think he's 72, 73 years old. How long are we going to have him? I'll let you guys answer that. If Rick Pitino walks to the door as a head coach tomorrow, how many years are we going to have him before we got to go back this again? And it's not guaranteed that he's going to win a national championship just because he comes back in this new era of college. He's going to compete. He's going to have guys ready, but it doesn't mean that they're going to win a national championship. Okay? So how long do we really have Rick Pitino if he comes back as a coach? And how long does he want to do the GM? How long does he want to be in the front office? You get what I'm saying? So it's like we want these guys who are legends here at Kentucky's that's already up in age, but how long are we going to have them before we got to go replace them again? So let's get some young, innovative minds in here, and let's see if they can help build the program back up and we can have them for the longevity, and we can have them for another 10, 12 years if it works out that way. And look, I'm not age discrimination. We all know who Coach Rick Pitino is. We all know what he means to Kentucky overall. I know the issues we had, a few years back going to Louisville and all that, but can we get somebody in here that's a little younger, that can relate to these guys, these young teenagers, these young men a little bit more, talk their language, and get them through the door? For me, that's just what I think for sure. Pitino ain't done coaching when he is. I get that. I get Rick Pitino is still coaching. I didn't say that he wouldn't win here at Kentucky. I'm just saying, if we're trying to build something here at Kentucky for long term, for longevity, how many more is Rick Pitino going to coach until he's 83? And then here we are, we replacing again. Who's the oldest coach in the nation right now? Somebody, if you know that, who's the oldest coach in America? Is it Rick Pitino? Is there somebody else out there? But this takes a lot out of people. And you got to ask yourself, how much longer does Rick Pitino have it? He loves the job. And when you love the job, then you ain't working. You're doing what you love. And I get all of that. People say that all the time, and I believe it. But how much time do we really get out of Rick Pitino if he comes here before it's time to rebuild again? Rondo's good. For me, I wouldn't mind having Rondo on the sideline. I'm just going to be real with you. He's a freaking genius. He is now, not the genius where he's going to use a bunch of analytics, but he knows the game of basketball. He does. Willie Nelson. I would take Willie Nelson. Who said that? Stanley family trip views. I like that, man. I take Willie Nelson over Pope. Hey, guys, make sure you guys let me know, man, if it's your first time ever watching this show. I appreciate it. So I can give you that should be the GM. Exactly. Well, you're right. That would be the GM job. But still, how long does Rick Pitino stick around at Kentucky with his age? That's the whole thing. We want to bring in. I'm just me. And once again, that's just my opinion, and it's okay if people don't agree with what I'm saying. And I'm trying to see some good comments over here. The young coaches are trending. Look at Sweet 16 teams. Look, man. We just got to go get who we got to go get. And look, Coach Pope is not even an old coach. He's still young. So if he set himself up for success by getting a GM, that's success. Wouldn't you tell me? Wouldn't you say so? Absolutely. Anyway, guys, let's get in real briefly, guys. Let's go through the team. And here's what we're gonna do. Here's how we're gonna do this tonight, guys. You guys can keep having your conversations, and that's all good as well. But here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go through the team, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through each player. And the way we're gonna do this is we are going to put a one. We're gonna put I want you guys names. Yeah, names. I'm gonna give. I don't have any names right now. I'm not even gonna lie to you, because who wants to come to Kentucky right now as a head coach? Who wants to leave Kentucky? Who wants to leave Kentucky? Who wants to leave their program and come to Kentucky and lose a game, and you're gonna get scorched for it immediately? Like that's anyway. If you just joined, man, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it, guys. Welcome to the Loyal BBN Fan Show. No fake hype, just real BBN talk. Appreciate you guys stopping through. Love giving people who watch it for the first time. Love giving shout outs. So if you're here for the first time, please let me give you a shout out. You so-called UK fans. Hey, Jasper Hart, how you doing? Good to see you. I wouldn't want golden or who's socks. See what they say. Both of those. I don't usually put up words like this. I have to take that off the screen. If you're new here, I usually don't put anything with cussing words on the screen. That's my apologies. I know that's just how people talk these days, but I try to keep this show as a family-friendly show. I hope you guys will appreciate that. Cap put Kentucky in the ground, making it all about players and the NBA. Well, yeah. I know what you're trying to say, Cal. Yeah, in the ground and making it. So then Cal put it in the ground, and we want Coach Pope to rejuvenate it. Is he the coach to do it? Nordic, is Coach Pope the one to do it? I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he's not. I'm just asking a question. I'm just a guy who's asking a question for sure. So guys, let's go through this question. Let's go through each player right fast and let's see who's staying. If you think he's staying for sure, out of 1 through 10, put your response in the comments. If you think he's coming, 10, you know for sure he's coming back, and 1, if you know for sure he's leaving. If you don't see him coming back. So let's just start with the bench first. Walker Horton's gone, Toe's gone. Trent Noah. Let's start with the Kentucky guy, Kentucky kid first. Trent Noah, 1 through 10. Do you think Trent is coming back next year? I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna participate with you guys too as well. I give Trent a 4. What do you guys think? 1 through 10. Do you think Trent Noah is coming back to the team next year? I was going to say somebody put 4 like me, and that's me. I thought a 10. Okay, so we got a 10 for Noah. Everybody thinks everyone thinks he's coming back. Okay, we got 1 for we got Kentucky wins and lose says Noah gone. A 7. Okay, so AFO think there's a chance that he comes back. He's in a Kentucky uniform. The thing about Trent is I think Trent is that if Trent is at peace at knowing he's a 4-year player, Trent will come back to Kentucky. Unless he's going to drop down in competition, which, I mean, he still go to a good school. He just probably just can't play in the SEC. That's just facts. 3, 2, 0. Somebody said 0. 1 coming back. 10 not. Absolutely. 1 coming. No. 10's coming back. 1 is not. 1 is not coming back. Okay, please leave. My trust is Shaq shooting free throws. That ain't good. Then may go to a mid-major. 2, he's gone. 0. Yep. Somebody said he ain't coming back to Kentucky next year. Maybe his time is not up. Cam Williams. Let's go with Cam Williams next. What's your odds of Cam Williams coming back to Kentucky next year? 1 being not at all, or 10? Yes, sir. He'll be in a Kentucky uniform next year. Let me go ahead and put mine. I don't have any inside source. I don't ask those questions. I just wait like everybody else. So I'm going to go ahead and put I think Cam wants to come back to Kentucky and be a starter. I'm going to go ahead and say an 8 for Cam. Yeah, Pope has a bad meeting. I'm saying 8. Okay, so people are putting it now. I don't know if y'all putting for and now is that for what's the name? That's we are talking about Williams now. Put that in here. Talking about Williams, 1 out of 10. What do you guys think about Williams? He's coming back. I'm gonna give Williams at least an 8. I think Williams wants to come back. I think he still got some good basketball in him here at Kentucky, and I think he wants to be a starter here at Kentucky. So I definitely Cam Williams a 10. Okay, Larry said he's coming back for sure. I don't know that yet. You guys know his dad calls into the show. I try not to ask those personal questions. I kind of just want to be a fan like the rest of you guys and see what happens. But I'm willing to say around an 8 for Cam. I think we see Cam back in a uniform next year. So that's basically for me at 80%. Players don't want to come because of all you Fairweather fans that really who said this right here? I'm gonna put this up. You guys keep putting up your numbers for that 7. Doug said 7.5. Players don't want to come because of all you Fairweather fans that really don't know about ball. Most y'all's probably born after 2000. Show some patience and restraint from spewing first. Man, I keep throwing up these comments, man, that has these cussing words in it, and I can't read it because I'm not going to read it if it has cussing words in it. Look, we should say the name and the number to okay. All right, so so we should say Cam Williams and what his number that he wore. Is that what you're saying we should do? We can do that if that's what you want to do. So next, so we still doing Cam. Okay, I got you. So next, go ahead and type this in right here. I'm gonna save that for last because I think that's the. Okay, Cam Williams. This is why we have this channel so we can all express our expressions. If you can't, handle it. Feel free. Feel free. Sorry for you. This is a show where we come on here and we just express ourselves, guys. You know what I'm saying? I built this platform for people like myself who just want to come and just want to talk Kentucky sports and just want to vent sometimes. And, and I respect, I built a platform where I respect what people have to say over here. People keep it classy. People don't cuss each other out. People don't call people stupid. I get it. If that costs me subscribers because I'm not letting people do that, then I guess I should just go back down to just getting 500 subscribers. I don't need 4,000. I need 500 before I will change what show and the way I'm running my show. So we respect everybody over here, and I get it. I don't know basketball like everybody else know, and I'm willing to say that. I'm not ashamed. But I love my Kentucky Wildcats. And at the end of the day, that's the platform that I want to run. So now we're done with Cam. No in the chat, say the name and the number. You think he would be like Williams? Okay. Well, I'm actually trying to put my number down too as well. So every time I announce it, I'm gonna go ahead and just put it. And next person up, personally, you can block any unwanted comments. Yeah, I can do that too. I don't block very many people unless it's just outrageously rude. I try not to do that. So, but I do try to monitor it as much as possible just to try to see what I can do. But tonight, you guys are ridiculously commenting, and YouTube is seeing it. And I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And sometimes people are going to do that when the comments is really going really fast and I can't see it all. But I definitely appreciate it. Sounds like you just like hearing yourself talking. No one else must be born. No, he's not born after 2000. Believe me. Kentucky wins or lose, is not born after two. And he's been here for a while. He's here when the cameras go on a lot. And I just did a 12-hour marathon. He was here a lot. So he's a guy that's for the show that shows up a lot. Anyway, let's go to the next person. We got Jasper Johnson. And I'm going to go ahead and put mine right here. And I hope I'm wrong. But there's my comments for Jasper Johnson. And that's where I got him going right there as a 3. Far Pope and get Iowa State coach. Miguel, that's Hernandez. That's the thing about the coach that we coached against. They was killing us, and he still wasn't happy. He was not happy. Like he wanted to beat Kentucky by 40 points that night. He wasn't happy that he was only winning by 20 points, by 19 points. For what? You mean tell me that this is all we are as Iowa State, that we can only beat Kentucky by 19 points? Let's get in the gym tomorrow. We got stuff to work on. I don't think Coach Pope has that mentality. At least I don't see it. Now, behind closed doors, he may be a different way, but publicly, yeah, everybody coaches their own way. But if we don't see you as a fan base with no emotions, it feels like you're just not in it. And when we beating somebody, your emotions is step on their throat. Now I need you to crush them right now. Forget it. Jasper 0-0-0-5 for JJ. Okay, Jasper. Ooh, Larry, I don't know about Jasper, bro. I don't know if Jasper's coming back next year. I just don't. I'll be for Jasper. I think I will be shocked if he does come back. For me, I will be shocked. UNC or Bama for Jasper. Yeah, he's gone. Yeah, even though I said a 3, that's me. That's me kind of holding out hope a little bit that maybe coach and maybe talk him in and make sure that he knows he's going to get some. He's going to get some guards in here, so Jasper doesn't have to handle the ball. He can just do what he do. That to me, that's the only selling point right now for Jasper is, dude. I don't care about none of that. I'm just saying Kentucky used to support their players and coaches and didn't turn on them too quick. Who wants to be around that? Talk to Israel. We need to do better. We do need to do better. And for me. I'm not sure how long you've been here watching the show. If it's your first time, I appreciate you being here. I try to be, I try to be as positive as I can. Am I upset when we don't play good ball games? Absolutely. But overall, if you come and you watch my videos, you'll never hear me say coach needs to be fired. You'll never hear me say that a player needs a transfer. You'll never hear me say that a player is just a horrible person. Never. Go watch my videos, man, for real. So we don't, Thank you, Josh. And so Jasper is a barbecue chicken every time he's out there playing defense. He gets cooked, man. He does. And he's going to have to get better. I know that in high school, they don't require you to play defense like they do in college. And maybe he just didn't grow the way he should have been in college. And maybe another year at Kentucky at college, maybe that can help him saying, okay, look, dude, whatever you do in the offseason, you got to get better on defense, because it's not my offense per se. It's my defense that's going to keep me on the bench the whole ball game. And if you want to be on the floor and if you want to play for Kentucky, then defense has got to be rooted in you. And if it's not, you can't play at Kentucky. I don't care who you are. I think Jasper and Noah would be asked to leave. They are not close to being ready for the SEC. Ryan Lemons. Mark Moyers. Hey, Mark, how you doing, man? Good to see you. He lost his Jasper lost his confidence a long time ago. And once you lose that, then sometimes starting over in a new program and a new coaching staff and a new facilities and a new town, sometimes that's, that's what works. I don't even need this song. So I want to talk so loud. But sometimes that's exactly what it takes is for is that to happen. Let's go to our I'm just going to put his initials. I think everyone knows his initials pretty good. BG 4. Next, we're going to go to BG, and I got BG as a 4. Stan. I think it's a 4. I think it's a 40% chance that he stays. I think, as people say, who they may know what's going on with contracts here at Kentucky, say maybe Garrison was on a 2-year contract. If he is on a 2-year contract, then his 2 years is up. Does he stick around? Does Coach Pope have enough to persuade him? The thing about that, I love BG, and I always was a supporter of BG, and I wanted him to be successful. The thing about BG is he would have a game, and then you wouldn't see him no more for 2 months, and then he'll have a good game, and then you wouldn't see him no more for a month. So that's the issue that I have with BG. BG did not bring it every single night, and we need people at Kentucky that's going to bring it every single night. We just do. Otherwise, you're just taking up a spot for real. Like you can get away with that at Oklahoma State. You can't get away with that at Kentucky. If you're at Kentucky, especially if you are someone who plays significant minutes, then you are expected to go out there night in and night out and compete with the best of the best. And if you're not going to do that for whatever reason, then you need to probably go somewhere else. Might be the best thing for you as well too. Sounds like MM. All BG did in the off season was make baby. No, we're not going to go to D White. I appreciate you being here on the show, bro, but we're not going to go there, bro. And that's the kind of stuff that I don't do on the show. I don't slander people. I base his performance on what happens on the court, and I get it. I get your reference, but still, that's his personal life, bro. Nobody's gonna attack him like that. So I appreciate it, you being here, but I can't have that happening. Okay, Pope said he's building his roster around Malachi and Jelly. Okay, and Jelly wasn't particularly happy this year neither. I mean, Jelly, he came in. And in the second half, most games, you didn't even see him a whole lot. But hey, if Mark Pope has what it takes to keep Jelly here, I think a year or two for Jelly also would be good. Get in the weight room, because I'm telling you, when he turned his back to that little point guard the other night and wouldn't go up physical with him, and he let that point guard for Ohio State just go to the rim and get an and one, bro, I almost blew a gasket. You're a 6'11" dude, and you let this point guard drive to the rim on you, and you can't even go up chest to chest with him because you're afraid and you want to turn your back, and he gets an and one at that. Jellyvich, I'm sorry. That's not Kentucky basketball at all. Big Mike, congrats to your Lady Cats on the upset today. Glad this upset. Well, yeah, we did because it was a 5-4 match. So, I mean, it ain't really like, I understand Virginia Tech was good. West Virginia, my fault. I understand that West Virginia was good. But I tell you what, we almost gave that game away, Chris. Like we We basically gave that game to West Virginia. They just didn't take it. So, but Ryan Bailey, he did. I did see where he said that though, is that he wants to build a team around those guys. How can you go and talk to a player and tell them that I want to build a team around you, but you still think they're leaving? If that's the case, that they don't even want to stick around, even if you're going to build a team around them, then we got bigger issues than we thought we have. I want to build a. It's just like telling Ortega, I want to build a team around you. Nope, coach, I'm out of here. I ain't staying. I mean, it'd be good though. Stokes is going to commit to Kentucky at the Nike training camp. Cool. Let's get him then. Stokes is. I hope he does. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so let's go to the next player. So everyone's pretty consensus on BG. I didn't get a chance to really see a lot of it. Once again, you still got time to throw in your number for BG. Don't speak on these people's families. That's goofy. Yeah, that's bad right there. Yeah, that's just, I don't, as much as I want to grow this channel, I don't want to be in an environment where we got people who attack people's family. And I don't care if you've been following me for 4 or 5 years. If I see you talking about somebody's family, I would still call you out on it, because people are not going to talk about your family because it's not cool. It's just not. That's just not the kind of, I get it. People behind keyboards and they can say what they want to say. I get all of that. But this right here is just not the place. So I appreciate for people to respect that as well, too. Because I wouldn't let nobody talk about your family in here as well. For sure. Let's talk about the next person. Next person is who I definitely want to see stay. And I hope we have what it takes to keep him. And I'm going to go ahead and give, based off if I think he's going to stay, not if he's going to stay or not. Oh, this is tough, man. Yeah. Next, we're going to go with Mo D. And I got Mo D as an 80% chance staying at Kentucky. But then again, I don't know. I mean, I don't. I want him to stay. Kentucky wins or lose, I could be wrong too, bro. Maybe Pope just isn't the guy. And if he isn't, that it ain't well. So I got Mo D at an 8. What do you guys got? Polygraph test is in the house. Start with making the assistants transfer. I'm not sure what they bring to the table. That's a good question. What about that guy? How do you say his name? Fugel, coach, the one that used to do the boom last year when we got recruits or when we got transfer guys. What is he doing? Because I know him and Coach Pope is big analytic guys, but what is he doing? I don't know. I don't know what these guys are doing. You don't really see, Mo D's okay. Josh, you think he's coming back for sure? Josh, what kind of info you got? You think Mo D's coming back 100%? Let me throw Josh's up because I see a 10 from Josh. And we're talking about Mo D now, 1 through 10. If you think Mo D is coming back, and Josh said 10. Josh, who are you talking to? Hit me up on my hip, dog, so I can know your source. Josh, do you have a reliable source? For real. Yeah, Mo. I like Mo. I hope Mo comes back a 6. Okay. I don't like that. Mo next year will be a beast, and I hope he stays. Yeah. Cody Frugal. Yeah. So I'm just like, what does he do? I don't know what he does. I mean, he went to it was announced that when we first hired him, he went to just smart genius camp for offense and how to run offense. And I don't know what's going on. I see a lot standing around just dribbling out there. I don't think that's part of it. From an incarnate word, average about 12 a game, 6-7. He's going to command a lot of attention in the portal. Let the best dollar win between UK and Vandy. See, that's what I'm saying. When guys are choosing Vandy over Kentucky, what has college basketball came to? I'm gonna take my hat off, guys. I have this. Of course, this is a UK hat, but I'm not really a big fan of the stretch hats because I get headaches pretty easy. 10, Mo, please stay. Dwight, there you go. I like that. I mean, look. I think it's consistent. Mo wouldn't surprise me either way. Yeah, Mo is kind of a toss-up right now because. Do you keep Mo and then promise him to be a starter, or do you keep him in the role that he's in? I don't know if Mo is necessarily if Mo starts, is he a lock for a starter? He can't be, right? He can't be locked as a starter. He still got to be coming off the bench. Is he okay with that though? Is his ego says I'm okay with coming off the bench? Because he's gonna get minutes. I mean, it's clear that Mo's going to get minutes, even if he's coming off the bench. You're not going to put him on the bench and leave him on the bench all night long. So would Mo be okay with staying and still coming off the bench? I don't know. Lady Bass, how you doing, man? Good to see you. No reminds me of Eric Daniels. Every championship team has a Mo D type player. They do. So I hope he sticks around. I don't know if I'm not sure if you started, but that's one of those guys where you can have come off. See, and we got to make sure that we having guys coming off the bench that's going to come off the bench and we're not going to fall off. We don't necessarily fall off when Mo D comes in the ball game. You understand what I'm saying? So we need guys going to come off the bench, and that's why getting a backup or two at point guard is so vital. We can't have that. We can't have that letdown. We got to be able. We understand guys going to get tired, that they're going to need rest, but we can't be up by 12 and you bring in starters, and 2 minutes later we only up by 2. No, that don't make no sense. You need to stretch forward like Andrew Carr, but the thing is though, Travis, is if you keep Mo D, are you telling him up front that he's not going to start? I don't know. That's because people, guys want to start. He's gonna be a senior. He feel like I've waited my time. I paid my dues. Now I should be in somebody's starting lineup. I don't know. Don't you remember Eric Daniel? Yeah. Quite briefly. My apologies for that, Josh. Lady Bass. Sorry, but Big Mike always calls you a fish. Lady Bass. Yeah. That Bass is Lady Bass. It should be Bass, right? Like Bass. The fish is Lady Bass, not Lady Bass. It's not B-A-S-E. Somebody correct me with that. I'm okay with it. For real. You see what Pope said about the point? No, I didn't see it. I was looking for Pope's press conference, but I couldn't find it. So I went ahead and went live, but I'm going to try to find it and watch it. I want to watch this one. It's the end of the year. We just took a loss. I want to go see what he has to say moving forward, going into the offseason and what some of his plans are. Now, whether he executes that, I don't know. We still have to see, but I'm curious to see what his plans are and what he has to say. Let Pope work under him for 2 years so Pope can really learn UK basketball. Bass player. Well, I'm really off then. Lady Bass then. How about that? I always thought that it was pronounced. So that's my apologies for that, ma'am. My salute to you. I apologize. I've been getting it wrong, like guitar, like bass guitar. So there you go. I guess some words just they like that. So I apologize. Lady Bass. Welcome to the show, ma'am. Thank you. Does Mo belong in with Stokes? Ooh, Stokes is going to start. So that's just, that's a no-brainer. Stokes he's going to start. He's a dog too. But then again, once again, we look at these players and we says when they're in high schools, these guys are complete dogs. But then they come to college and now they playing with guys bigger than them. Now they playing with guys who play defense. When they we playing with guys that want to beat you down. Let's see how tough he really is. And if he is that good, I'm good with it. But I just want to see. We need revamp this roster of people. We can't bring back same players. Well, let's get into the next player then. Now we're gonna. So I just read off all the bench players who came off the bench this year. So we know Owe and we know Aberdeen is gone. Let's go with make sure I spelled his name right. Let's see, M-O. We're gonna go with Moreno. Okay, I think hopefully I said that right too as well. Moreno. Let's go with him, and I give him. He's probably the only player. Well, I don't know, man. I'm gonna give him an 8 too. I'm gonna give Moreno an 8. And coming back, we desperately need him at the 5. But he doesn't. But who is that? I sure hope we don't lose more. Yeah, I'm giving him an 8. Did I give him an 8? What did I gave him an 8 for coming back next year. I think Larry's gonna give everybody a 10. Larry wants everybody back. Stokes be at Kentucky. You know what, Doug? You know what? Just for not even for the sake of Kentucky, but Doug, you have not wavered on your comments about Stokes. You have been sold on Stokes for a long time now, and you have not wavered. So for the sake of you, Doug, I hope we get Stokes, because I would love to see you come on here and celebrate, knowing that you already knew a long time ago that Stokes would come to Kentucky. I'm an 8.5, 9, okay, 10, okay. Garrison is a D-. So a D- is mean he's a 2. You give him a 2. 8.5 on Moreno. Okay, I agree with Larry. He's a 10. Jerry Branscombe, he's a 9. Okay, so it feels like that he's probably coming back. But then again, we're gonna have to see how it all goes out, because it could be one of the situations with him is that we look at a particular player and says, yeah, he's not happy at Kentucky, he's leaving, and he ends up coming back. But then a guy who you thought was okay here at Kentucky was okay with coming back, then they end up leaving. So it could be one of those flip swaps of guys leaving that we thought was going to stay but left after all. No, it won't be BSK. Marino started as a freshman, so he better stay. Otherwise, he might get surprised. I hope he stays, man, for real. I mean, he got in the starting spot, and I think rightfully so. He was there. I think down the stretch, the last couple of games, he didn't really give us a whole lot. He didn't give us what we really wanted him to give us, and because of that, I think he settled out in the Iowa State game. So he's definitely got to get stronger and stronger and stronger and come out next year and ready to go. Pope said he was in good shape in recruiting. I look forward to seeing. Let me throw that up on the screen. That's a positive thing. If he says he's good, then he knows things that we don't know as fans. I heard the Crafts are reaching out to Nike to try to get this Stokes kid. Ooh, are they big like that? They got big pockets like that. I see. That's interesting to see. Then, he's not going to Kansas. People, do you research Stokes be at a Nike summit? Make his announcement. I show. And when is it? Hey, Doug, when is the Nike summit? When is that? When does that happen? I'm worried about Kentucky Till I Die says, I'm worried about the NIL, how much admin, et cetera, is going to allow Pope, because I was told it would be less because of how Pope misused it. Could be. That's a misappropriation of funds. And when you do that, your funds will be cut for next time because you're not using them properly. And we're going to cut it. So use what you got this time. So it may be some truth to that. April 11th. Okay. Ooh, that's in a couple of days. Feels like. Yeah, I bet he pushes it back though. Yeah, that's what I heard, Dougie Hudson. Okay. So let's go to the so we got Moreno. Let's go with I think we talked about him already a little bit, but let's see where people really feel at. Gotta put my mouse right here somewhere. Oh man, this is tricky for me, dude. I think for him, even though Pope said he wants to build a program around him, I'm gonna go with a 4 for Jelovich. I think Pope would do what he can to get Stokes, even if it's the wheelbarrow full of money. If Jay and Mott would go along with it, gotta go get him, Coach. Like, you've been here for 2 years now. I know we had Ortega, but you haven't had an absolutely elite player in 2 years now. You better go get it. You get Stokes. We're not happy that we're still not that we got put out in the first weekend. But if you get Stokes, that sure will make things a little bit easier for us. So please go get it. A 10. Google says April 11th. Okay. Jelovich is an 8. And see, the thing with Jelovich is I don't think he was happy here. He didn't mind, for one thing, I tell you what, he didn't mind calling out his teammates. Sometimes you got to call people out. You do. And sometimes that works, and sometimes it may lose 4 assistants. What are they gonna do here, man? Hope Jason Hart stays. Jelovich is gone. I think he's gone too, man. Even though I gave him a 4. I think he's gone too. I would be surprised if he sticks around. Then once again, if Mark Pope is going to sell the program to him and says we're going to build around you, well, that means if you tell me that Coach Pope is going to build around Jelovich, then BG is gone. Because that was the only, to me, that was the one person that was standing in the way of Jelovich getting that many minutes in a sense. But then again, you could put Mo in, and Mo can take his position too as well. Those are two forwards. But Jelly's, of course, a better shooter if he scoot up to the line a little bit more or go to the hole better. But I think you can't replace the heart that Mo D brings to this team, and we would definitely need him in his senior year. I'm not the biggest fan of Jelovich. Let me see. Jelovich will leave and end up at Vandy watching. Where's Vandy Chris at? What I didn't see what he says. Have you stopped and thought about how there's no top 20 committee? There's not. There's nobody. That's why somebody said he's got to reel out the wheelbarrow of money if JMI permits it and just pay the guy. It's a different time now, guys. We have to just say, can we please give you enough money to come to Kentucky to play basketball? Please just come to Kentucky and play basketball. That's crazy when you got to beg people to come to Kentucky. That lets you know that times have changed and they ain't going back the way we wish they was. It just ain't gonna happen. You can't pull up at somebody's house no more and be the event around town. And UNC has requested permission to talk to Byington, and Davis ain't even fired yet. And then Byington might go get Jasper and bring him to North Carolina. I don't know. JW, please leave. So this is the beauty of the fan base is you got people who like, please, stay. And then you got people like, no, don't only just leave, but please leave. BG is gone simply because someone's going to offer him more. But I don't know what they like. Like if you're going to offer BG more, maybe a different program, a different setting, a different town, a restart for BG as he finishes his college career, maybe. But it's like, what are you paying BG for? Are you going to pay him for potential? Every 10 games, he going to give you an outstanding ball game? Are you going? And this is no knock on him. I'm basing him based off what he did on the floor, not him personally. He's a good young man. So this is based off his play on the court. But like, what are you going to offer him more money for? For like what? We give you more money if you come out. I mean, he wasn't consistent at even getting 6 rebounds a ball game. So I'm like, what are you like? How has BG earned a bigger paycheck? I don't know. But then again, if he gets a chance to go for more money, BG, thank you for being a Wildcat. I always appreciate you, big guy. Thank you for being a cat. Once a cat's always yourself. Why is self retiring and Davis getting fired? How's that hurt Kentucky? I'm not sure. Maybe don't offer a lifetime contract to coaches and they won't have money problems when they fire them. I guess not. That's true. Uncle Daddy. Oh, I hate saying that. That feels odd saying that. I can't even repeat it. But I'm gonna throw. What is this called? Some president who made up a position for Barnhart with a $950 salary for real. That was odd saying that name, dude. Uncle Daddy. I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, so we got Jelovich in the house, and we know that, of course, Aberdeen and OA is gone. So the next one and the last one that we're going to talk about is – should I get his – yeah. Chandler. And for me, I think I've said this for a long time. I think I'm going to go ahead and give Chandler a 9 that he's back in a Kentucky uniform next year. We absolutely need rebounders. Wayne, let me throw this up on the screen for people to see twice. We need rebounders, bro, because getting out rebounded every single ball game or these games, can't do that, man. You can't win. I'm giving Chandler a 9 that he'll be back next year. I believe that Self is going to retire. And if he retires, then I don't see Stokes going there. But then again, coach or no coach, you give me $8 million, who you want me to play for? I'll play all day. For real. That's Pope's dude. I think he's coming back, man. I think Chandler is I think he's coming back, and I'm okay with that. It's hard to close the door on it. But it's hard not to have a high probability that that Colin is back in blue next year. We need athletic bigs too. I wish, yeah, I do. 10 for Chandler, absolutely. Ryan Crump, what you got? Let me see if I can scroll up, see what you got for him. Robin J. Oh, that's right, Robin. You're right. I didn't see. They didn't have his name where I was looking at, so my fault. Thank you. We already know that Hawthorne is coming back, so I don't think we need to vote on him. But I think that's a Robin. Thank you. Let me throw this up on the screen because let me get this. They deserve some respect for that. So we'll finish up. We'll give 2 more minutes for Colin, and then we'll get to the last person. We'll be back, but if he's a starter, we are done. Same with Jelly. Well, that's just it. Do you have to promise Jelly a starting spot to come back? Do you have to promise him 20 to 25 minutes of ball game? Colin, look, here's the thing with Colin. If you bring in some super strong point guards, I don't think Colin would have a problem with coming off the bench. I genuinely, you look at people and you don't know people, but I generally feel like Colin would be okay if he was coming off the bench. First of all, you're not going to have that enormous pressure on your shoulder as a starter. You know you can come in the ball game and you can play free. We know he's going to come in the ball game and outside of playing defense, he's got to get better on defense. Him and Jelly both, they got to get better outside of playing defense and be consistent on offense and get used to going to the basket and getting fouled and getting in one for Colin. No, what did Bill Self say? BG been terrible for 2 years besides a handful of games. Agreement, looked terrible last month, but they also didn't give him the rock enough. And that's why I hope Moreno stays another year. I think he's going to go pro eventually, but he needs to stay at Kentucky another year for sure. And let's keep building around him. We need a dominant big guy and 2 point guards. You get that? A guy that can play with his back against the basket and he can go get a basket when we need to, and he can be a force down low. You get that? And 2 point guards, and then you still got somebody coming off the bench. I think Kentucky will be when we got to stay healthy. Got to stay healthy. Wasn't good. But I still would want him to come back though. He's a freshman. I give him that little leadway, and for the time that we did see him this year. Now, towards the end of the season, especially in March, and his hands is terrible. Like he couldn't hold on to the ball to save his life. If somebody's life was on the line, you could just go ahead and kiss yourself goodbye because he ain't holding that ball. So he definitely got to get back. You mean Dink Pate? I'm not concerned about Dink Pate because I don't think it's clear enough across the board if he's okay with playing. And that's just like go out and get Dink Pate and you think JQ is coming back with hurt ACL. You hoping. Pope has no time right now to hope that this is the right person to get. He needs to go get the right person for this program. And going out and getting Dink Pate is a hope. It's not a reality yet. Unless we as these United States of America sees in black and white from Congress or from the NCAA that says it's okay to go get these guys from the G League. If this is met, we won't have no problems. NCAA tournament is not an issue. Then I'll be okay with Coach Pope wanting to go get a Dink or whoever else he wants to go get if they meet the criteria. But until that day comes, leave Dink alone. I don't care how good he is. No, leave him alone. Why would anyone draft him after? Well, I don't say that he'll go pro. I'm saying that he may eventually go pro. I'm saying that I don't want him to go. I want him to come back to Kentucky and not go to another school. He's not going pro this year. Let me just put that. He's not going pro. No. So that's not what I meant. Ellis point guard, Pate point guard, Hawthorne, Strong Ford, Power forward Moreno, and C is amazing. Is an amazing starting lineup. Well, I don't look for Hawthorne to start unless Hawthorne puts on 40 pounds of muscle. And unless he's native mint, then I don't know if I'm saying he's going to start. But then again, we didn't get to see him play, so he could be that good, but we won't know until we see him. I don't like the whole G League thing. I don't, son of a gunner, and especially when it's because it's not 100% clear. If he goes to get dink paid and takes up a roster spot, and 3 days and 3 games in, nope, shut him down. He can't play no more. Then what do we have, people? You may tell you what we have? Another situation where we're one guy down and nobody's walking through the door. We can't call somebody up from the G League to come play ball to replace him. We can't call anybody up from the farm league to come and help him. No, that's just a lost player. Don't take that chance, Coach Pope. I'm telling you, you will lose a lot of people if you take that opportunity and you go get Dink if it's not 100% safe in getting this guy. Don't do that. Would be no more season. There's no point of having it. Yep. Let me interrupt this program to say Pat Kelsey is a weird little man. Okay. You know what? Let me throw that up on the comments. That is. And the last person that we're going to talk about tonight, guys, is, and I don't know about this guy, so I'm just going to say a 5. 50% chance he comes back. You know what? Let me say 4 because I don't like the fact that he's injured. And if we're being real, he's only 1 hit away from being injured again. Well, and if he could be healed, but he's just 1 hit away from getting hit the wrong way. That we're gonna see him walk from getting hit straight to the locker room, and he's done. So I don't know. Once again, that's probably the same situation it is with Pate. He's only one play away from not even being available anymore. So we trying to build something here. We trying to give Coach Pope 1 healthy year, and if that means that we got to let go of J Lo to go get somebody completely healthy, hey, this is the business we live in. So I'm gonna give J Lo a 4. Yeah, that's probably a 4. That's probably about the best I can do for him. And I hate that because I think he's a good kid. But that injury, I'm sorry. Even at my age, I realize now that I just can't do what I used to do, even if I wanted to, because I'm afraid of the pain. Because pain is weakness leaving the body. That's a lie of who made that up. Butler was a championship point guard too. Bad he wasn't healthy. Yeah, exactly. Butler was that dude. He understood what it means to be a point guard, and I liked him. He was a real dog out there on the floor, but he wasn't healthy. And just once in year 3 for Coach Pope, can we have 2 healthy point guards all year? Now, if we don't do anything after that, Coach Pope, hey man, it's you, big guy. Yeah. Too low would not want to come back on. And that's another thing. I like what Brian Shelton just says, is that Lowe might not want to come off the bench. If Lowe would be okay like Jelly, of course, we know Jelly started towards the end of the year or whatever. He started starting. But he didn't start until until Cam went down, I think it was, or whoever went down. But if J-Lo wants to come back, and come off the bench, bring him back. I don't have an issue with that. I don't. I'm at a loss for words, Big Mike. I believe Pope is on. Fred Jones. Let me throw this up on the screen right fast. Good to see you here, Fred. I'm at a loss for words, Big Mike. I believe Pope is on the hot seat if he fails next season. He isn't getting another chance, in my opinion. It's all about recruiting and hitting the portal. It is. And guys, if you guys are just joining, or if you didn't really notice it at the top of the page, I asked a question, and it's still not too late to answer this question. So here's the question for if you just joined or you ain't been here very long. Is your trust in Mark Pope completely gone? Or can he still fix this? And be honest. Has your trust in Coach Pope gone? Or can he turn this thing around? I'm just wondering. Kentucky's about to go through a drought. Pope can recruit 5 stars. Man, I mean, as a Kentucky fan, I'm hoping for the best, but I think it's about time that we brace for the reality of where Kentucky basketball may be at, and that's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people. I mean, for a lot of people, I get that, but if I'm not telling people to lower their standards, I'm telling people to lower their standards without telling people to lower their standards, if that makes sense. Makes me sad. My 17-year-old knows more heartbreak and joy. Exactly. Yeah. He changes the way he I can't keep if he changes the way he coaches, we should be okay. Thanks, Robin. Appreciate that. Kentucky wins or lose. If Jelly got in, I don't see why that point guard couldn't get approved. Oh, it is because I think it's a point guard overseas who we're having issues with too as well. But once again, we need guys that we know that can come and play ball in the SEC. Can you help us win some non-conference games? But then are you good enough to withstand the gauntlet of the SEC night in and night out? Those are the kind of guys that we need here at Kentucky, because just because we're not getting the guys, somebody's getting them, and somebody's competing against Kentucky. Like, I don't know. I don't want to go to Vandy and lose by 25 again. I don't want to go lose to Gonzaga the way we did. I don't want to lose to Michigan State like we did and get laughed at. And I definitely don't want to keep losing to Louisville. I don't. So we need the right people in here that can get things done. That's for sure. Can we get the right people in here to get the job done? That's the big question mark that we have for sure. Who's Son of a Gunner played a big part of it. Just bad luck, in my opinion. Son of a Gunner, I agree with you. I really do. But bringing in an injured player, that's a conscious decision to make it or not. It is. I understand that the accidents happen. I get that part. But bringing in somebody who's coming off a major injury and hoping that they're going to be ready sooner than later, nope. No, sir. If you tell me I'm going to bring in a guy that can help us win in January or February, maybe March, and I'm okay with losing games, most of my non-conference games, while the ultimate goal is to put a championship up, that's the biggest goal. If you don't think Kentucky wants to win those non-conference games, trust me, we want to win them. James Cruz, trending downward, not much hope in the future. Hold on 1 second, put this up. James says trending downward and not much hope for the future. Everyone taking shots at us right now. We're the laughing stock of the Blue Bloods right now. Got to change that perception's gonna be tough. Yes, it is, and that's the reality of Kentucky basketball right now. That is. That's just the reality of it. And until some things change, Kentucky's going to get laughed at by a lot of people, and it ain't going to change no time soon. We want to win every game. Like, look, if you tell me that we don't want to win, if just like I just said, we'll bring in an injured player from day one, and we'll sacrifice him being here to hopefully have a chance of getting this, to lose to the Dukes, to the North Carolinas, to the Kansas, to the Gonzagas, to the Michigan States, to the Louisvilles. Even though we won a championship, that's still not going to be a fair deal. We're still not going to be like, well, you know what? That's fine. We'll take that deal. No, we want to win now. For real. Can't have 26 years old, for real. Tarn in 3 months, and UNC likely looking for a coach, gets Pope another year for sure. Yeah, I think so too. So that was the rundown of the players and everything. Let me see something for a second, everyone. Let me see if I can do this. Did I already minimize it? No, let me do this right here. Let me see this right here. This is it right here. Guys, I love this show, man. Look, I wasn't even going to go live tonight whatsoever. Someone else was going to be on here, so I was going to let them do the live tonight, and I was going to take a back seat. but that didn't happen. So I was like, well, I'm jumping on then because we're going to do it. We got 101 likes tonight, guys. Freaking unbelievable. Thank you guys, man. Everybody who hit that like button. Now, I've started to do this on my shows before I get off now because it means a lot to me. So what I'm going to ask is anybody who's watching on Facebook, I need you to type the letters BBN in the comments right now because I can see it. Okay, Big Mike, we are going to give him another chance. There's always going to be a learning curve for a new younger coach. I ain't calling for us. I ain't hey 502 gutter cutter crew. I ain't calling for his head. I don't have any issues. I'm not losing sleep, but like, please fire Pope. No. I'm all right with Pope coming back next year. I just hope he's ready to make the best decisions that's for Kentucky. And sometimes your analytics is getting in the way of you making if you're making it. So put that aside and let's go do what's best for Kentucky. So I see one person being honest. 103 now. Thank you so much. It's not a gamble. Do what you understand. It's Big Mike doing well and staying safe. Watched the show last night. Just wish I could have watched it. Hey, I appreciate it, HT, but thank you for going back and watch it as well. So we got Kelly and we got Robin. Thank you guys for being honest or where you're watching from. I appreciate it. I like to do this before I end my shows, but we're not going to end right now. So don't nobody leave. So this is for Kelly and this is for Robin. I'm not sure if you guys have already subscribed to the YouTube channel, but if you haven't, I would like to personally ask you what's keeping you guys from hitting the subscribe button and supporting the YouTube channel. And I don't want to put you guys on the spot. And if I am, that's my apologies, but I've been doing that because eventually I gotta kind of stop doing my live shows on Facebook because they're deleting it. But if you're watching from Facebook only, what's stopping you from subscribing to the YouTube channel? Because as you can see, the same people on YouTube is getting the same stuff that you're getting on YouTube. YouTube doesn't delete my stuff or anybody's. YouTube doesn't delete your stuff unless it's copyrighted or whatever. But Facebook will delete this video in 30 days. So I'm trying to build the YouTube page, and I'm asking people who watch on Facebook to come over to subscribe to YouTube. And I don't want your money. I don't want no donations. I just would like to ask if you can come over and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you have, Walter Hampton, I see you in the room. Thank you so much. Let me make sure I put that up on the screen. Walter Hampton, thank you so much. The first time, you're a guest. The second time, you're family. Okay, that's what we say here on the show. And I appreciate you being here, Walter. Thank you so much. And it's not taken lightly that you have decided to come and watch the show. Exactly. So stop it like that. Can't trust the NCAA. Happy to see you. I'm going to take it till you die. So Kelly and Robin, I'm just curious on what's stopping you guys from if you haven't already, subscribing to the YouTube. And thank you guys for being up front and putting in BBN. It means a lot to me. It helps. You guys came in here and you guys started commenting and you guys start hitting the like button and YouTube shared it out. We had about 100. We had about 220 people at one time. That's amazing. Thank you guys. And people was hitting the like buttons. But the problem is, if you're on Facebook, you can hit the like button on Facebook, and that's cool. But I need the likes over here on YouTube. I need those thumbs up on YouTube, and I need those comments rolling. It's for a good reason, sir. The best Wildcat show to loyal fans. I mean, we just try to come over here. We just try to have a good time. I love people. And on Thursdays, on this Thursday, we'll have a call-in show, okay? So we've been busy these past couple of days, 12-hour shows, 4-hour shows. Tonight's almost a 2-hour show. So we've been really busy doing this. So Thursday, we will have a call-in show, and the call-in show is for you guys to talk. I don't want to talk. I've been talking. You guys going to have to talk. So when you call in, you guys just talk and I listen. So I may not agree with what you got to say, but that's the beauty of the show. You can talk about what's on your mind and what's on your heart, and you can voice your opinion. Just keep it classy, keep it clean, and don't attack the coach or the players. That's all I ask. Because right now it isn't breaking any rules, but it's not over yet. Yes, wish Cal would would have left a year earlier, so we could have got Rick Pitino. Maybe could have. It's crazy how things happen. 122 likes. It just went up. Thank you, Sandy Denton, for letting me know. Thank you. So everyone who's in the room who hasn't hit the like button, just so you guys know, I've been doing this for years now. I've never gotten 200 likes on a live. Never. I'm not asking for it tonight, but I'm not sure the last time I got 122 likes on a show neither. So I think we just hit a new record tonight for a live show. So if you're in here and if you haven't hit the like button yet, you still got time to do so as well, because that is because that big meeting admin almost fired Pope yesterday. Only reason they couldn't think of a good replacement because UNC is looking to wow, I didn't know that, man. Now Kentucky Till You Die. You've been watching the show for a while, ma'am. You every time the camera come on, you're right here, and you are a respected family member here on the show. Did they really almost fire Pope for real? Like, look, this is Big Mike talking right now. Give me some scoop on that. Matter of fact, can anyone back up what? Not to question you, Kentucky Die. Kentucky Till You Die. Not to question you. And if you say it, I don't think you just throw it out there. But can anybody else validate that? Because stuff like that makes me think. For real. Yeah. So I did actually announce that earlier in the show. The Lady Cats is going to the Sweet 16. I appreciate it. Long season at 70, and this has been the worst time of my life. They are definitely the unwatchables. JJ and Papa, good to see you. You've been around for a while as well. Thank you so much. I'll throw that up on the screen. The easiest and the best thing that I do on this show is not give my opinion and not tell you guys what I think. But the best thing I do on this show is be able to acknowledge people and their feelings and their thoughts and put it up on the screen. That is so easy. And if I could just come here, like sometimes you guys are family, unless it's your first time and you're a guest. But other than that, everyone here is family. If you subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, you're just a distant relative. Anyway, I'll be real with you guys. Like, I think about me doing this, and when I do Leah's show, when I'm behind the scenes in Leah's show, and I don't have to be on the screen and I don't have to talk, what I do for Leah and of course when Jimmy's on the show too as well, I really love that. Like, I love being behind the scenes. I love hitting the buttons. I love getting people involved. I love throwing up people's comments all the time. If I was able to quit this today and do that behind the scenes for the show, I probably would. I would. I like doing it. It's awesome. You know what I mean? If I was able to do it, I think I would. Because I enjoy doing that, and I enjoy making sure that you guys get noticed. I mean, you guys are taking away your evenings watching this show. The least I can do is acknowledge as many people as I can for watching. I mean, that's the simplest thing I can do. Yet the biggest thing I can do is just say thank you, guys. I appreciate what you guys are doing. Yes, we went over. I told you we went over 133 likes. You guys are freaking killing it, dude. Come on, man. Y'all stop it. Longer you talk, more money, man. Keep the content rolling, YouTube. So, hey, man, I love this. And tonight was supposed to be my night off. I was not supposed to come live. But look, let's just be real. We Kentucky fans, and we got to hang out, and we got to talk hoops and football and whatever else in life. Oh, hey, guys, I know I'm supposed to get off of here, and it's almost 2 hours. But if you haven't, so here's the thing. In YouTube, of course, you guys know I can ask questions or I can post a picture and ask you guys' comments. And I want to do more of that. I want to have a chat that we could everybody can just go and just type it. We could just have conversations every single day, all day long on this one chat. But I posted something today, and it was a fun question just because everybody's uptight. Everybody's sad because we lost. But I asked a question for car lovers. If you had to name a car for each position on the floor, point guard, that would help us get to the Final Four next year, what would be the number one car, which is for a point guard? What kind of car fits a shooting guard? What kind of car fits a small forward? What kind of car fits a power forward, and what kind of car supports or fits a big time center? Give me your answers, guys. Matter of fact, we got time. If you guys got time, I got time. Let's just start with a number one point guard on the floor, the general. What's the best car out there that describes the kind of point guard we need? Some people said a Hellcat, a Charger, a X5 BMW. I don't know. What's the best car out there that describes a point guard that we need here at Kentucky? Catfish Brotherhood. Catfish, let me ask you a question, brother. Do you noodle? Is that how you say the word? Do you go noodling? I think it's noodling. I wouldn't go noodling. I wouldn't go down in a hole and try to stick my arm in a hole to catch a catfish. No, sir. I wouldn't do it. He didn't really have a 5-star JQ. It's just that guy. Yeah, I think so. Well, I mean, he was a 5-star until he got hurt. Ford Mustang. Okay. So we got a guy that likes Ford Mustangs. He thinks the Ford, is it the new one? I assume, right? Yeah, a Mark Pope. We don't want that. You can keep that. You can keep the Mark Pope Ferrari, for real. Ferrari. See, I had a chance to go to Abu Dhabi, and I went to Ferrari Land, and the Ferraris they got in there. So yeah. We'll stick to this. Thank you, Clyde. I'm not awesome, just a regular person trying to be decent. Come on, Kentucky, till you die. Give yourself some credit. Come on now, stop, girl. Come on now. The Ferrari had the Ferrari had 2 flat tires. I have, but not now. Nah, see, you the man. Then let me throw it. Nah, see, hey, when I come home, let's go do it. Okay, that's okay. Don't worry about that, big guy. To get a snake down there. Oh, I can't do that. We have a Chevy Big Mike. Center is a Humvee. Okay, I got you. A Chevy SS. Son of a gun. On which car? I mean, that car describes which position for you. Son of a gun. And Jeff, we're doing point guards right now. Panic by JQ should have totally. That's a stupid correlation. RZ, what I'm asking for is that when we talking about we need a top tier point guard, I'm talking about like what's a top tier car that can go get it when you need to get up and go. That's what I'm talking. Okay, so it's dumb. Z-Rob, I ain't perfect. Okay, shoot me, big guy or lady. I'm sorry, I'm not the perfect guy. Okay, Utah State coach. I'm a 50-year season ticket holder for basketball, and I subscribe for the first time tonight. This is my first time as a guest. I am an old guy, and I have a 77 Grand Prix. KJ8151, let me throw you up on the screen. I appreciate you. Welcome to the family. I do appreciate you being here as well. Tonight, you are a special guest. Tomorrow, you family. That's just how I roll. But that's a 50. He's been to a lot of games then over the years. 50 years as a season ticket holder. You've seen some games, my friend, in person. For real. Yabba dabba do. We need a reliable 95 Camry, not something that breaks down. We need something with a steel body. So that's my point. RZ, I think it's his name. And that's okay if you call me out and you don't understand it. I don't mind. I'm still going to be okay. But anyway, that's what I'm talking about. When you're talking about a 95 Chevy. Now, I'm not a car guy, so I'm not good with this. But I know a lot of people that they like their cars. I think the point is if you get a car that's like a 75 Camry or whatever with that steel body that's not going to break down, that's the kind of point guard we need at Kentucky. That knowing you're gonna get hit, you're gonna take bruises every single night, you're gonna take a lot of run. Can you hold up? Are you durable? That's what I'm talking about when I ask the question. Point guard is a Porsche. You gotta be smooth and go with it. My neighbor has a Porsche, and every time I look at it, I'm like, man, that dude just let me drive one time. He's been selfish. Let me drive that car one time. You're a great person. Thank you. Yeah. You don't agree with my opinion. I'm okay with that, but you know you can't trust the NCAA. That's another conversation. Okay, so let's go to the we don't need any more Honda scooters. No, we don't. I need no more Honda scooters, that's for sure. Let's go to the shooting guard. What kind of guard? What kind of car would be a shooting guard? I see the numbers are going up. Congrats on that. May have only gotten a few from the marathon, but it's paid off now. Viral vault, it has been. Unbelievably, I went, when I did the 12-hour marathon, we only averaged one new subscriber an hour for 12 hours. So it was, I won't lie to you, we had a really good time. My body didn't. My hips are like, no, dog, don't ever do that again. But we had a good time. It was a long 12 hours, but we had a lot of people show up, and we just talked sports all day, took a lot of phone calls. But it was disheartening to go for 12 hours and only get 12 subscribers. But as you guys said, just keep pushing. And that's exactly why I came tonight, and I didn't take a night off. I was supposed to be off. I was supposed to be still asleep. But I couldn't. I had to roll out of bed, and I just want to hang out with you guys for real. Oh, see where we at. 1.5 Audi, they got some nice Audis over here, man. They do some nice one. Hellcat Red Eye Challenger. Ooh, isn't that too strong for a shooting guard though? Is that what you need for a shooting? We got 138. Thank you, Skill Dragon. He's the thumbs up counter. That's for sure. So I appreciate that, Skill Dragon, for keeping me Hellcat Red Eye Challenger. How much does that cost? Sock. I think those cars are pretty expensive, for real. Hey, I love the Honda scooter. It was black and purple. We don't need that right now, though. Not for what we try to get done in Kentucky. That's for sure. Camaro, fast and powerful. Yeah, it is. So to keep the ball going, what about the small forward? What's a good car for a small forward? Picture Trent Noah, or as a car. What kind of car would you need him to be effective here at Kentucky? Maybe I shouldn't ask it that way. So I ain't trying to be rude. It just kind of came to mind as I was talking about a small forward. You're a great. Do you make a car called a shooter? No, I don't think so. Is that what people's calling it? I'm not sure. Unless I said that. If I did, I'm sorry. We're going to have to damper our expectations as long as Pope is here. Expect next season to be Robert Hall. Let me throw up his comment as well. And this is how he feels. We're going to have to damper our expectations as long as Pope is here. Expect next year to be worse. Don't bite his head off for feeling that way. I kind of said that too, in a sense. Is like, we don't want to lower our expectations, but if we don't, then this is how we're going to be feeling from year in and year out. So it ain't like we still don't want to see the best, but if we don't lower our expectations, it may not be good in the long run. That's what I've been. Yep. And that's another person is saying that too as well. Got to lower our expectations. Yeah, Kentucky wins and lose. You did say that. I think you said that when you called into the show. I think you said those exact words. Yep. The Camaro Z28. Y'all remember when they first, man, they was nice, bro. Camaro, those was really nice. I don't know about strong Ford, but I got to be a Ford Raptor. Okay. Okay with that. Hey, Ford Raptor, let's get it done. So let's just move into the power forward then. The Ford Raptor might be good for that, with a lot of power as well. I think we should settle the difference between Ford and Chevy. Or what is it? Ford, Chevy, which is Chevrolet. What's the GMC? GMC is Chevy. Aren't they just? I'm not a car guy, so I apologize. Noah is a problem on defense. Yeah, he can't keep up. So we probably got to take him out of the equation. Pope is a great person, but to humble, where's that at? But to put drive in players at a crucial times. Yeah. 0077 car with extra gadgets for Noah. Big Blue 606. These ain't my comments, people. Don't be mad at me. I'm not the one making the comments. Everyone in the chat is. I'm not. About the fourth game, we got down by 20. I just accepted we suck. I miss Tubby Smith. People still miss him, man. So let me ask you guys a question, because everybody talks about bringing back Rick Pitino to the team. Why nobody really talks about bringing back Tubby to the team? Do you guys not think Tubby can get it done here at Kentucky again? If he came back, I get, man. People love Rick Pitino. He had to one of the best teams in history of college basketball. When I get all that, but you don't think? Well, I think Tubby's retiring if he's going to if he hasn't already. Pope gets it done this year. He's had 2 years to learn from mistakes. Hope so. Push that team. I hope he's learned from it, but it all starts with he hasn't even gotten a GM yet. So has he really learned from his mistakes? If Indiana can, I get it, they're Indiana, but if Indiana can go in season and go get a GM for next year, where's Pope's mind at? He can't go get a GM. He's got to say to himself, I can't do this by myself. I just can't do this by myself. Who's the Hugo if the bunch? Hugo. We went over that Skill Dragon. We went over each individual player prior to you coming on. So you got to go back and watch it. My fault, my big guy. But we had some really good conversations about who stays and who goes. That's for sure. I think people need to stop talking at practice too. He knows to talk and not say anything. You gotta say something and frown now, barely gets around. Okay. Thanks, Travis. I appreciate it. Well, and I think I kind of thought he was kind of on the verge of retiring if he hadn't already anyway. With Tubby Smith. I just was curious. I just kind of asked a question. I'm not looking for Tubby Smith to come back neither. I mean, we need younger guys in here. We just do. We need people that can be mobile, that can move around, that can keep up with these young guys. It's just different times now. You know, back in the day, we didn't have to worry about the kids being so busy because they didn't have cell phones and they didn't have social media and they didn't have all this other stuff that these young men and women have now. So trying to keep them locked in is that much harder. And you bring in an old guy, an older gentleman, and this is not, I'm not age discrimination. Please don't think that. Please don't. But if you bring in an older guy, like, where's his energy level at? Can he keep up with what these young men or young women are trying to do as well? I missed that 9-22 season that Cal had. Not at all. And let's go to the we went to the power forward. And what kind of card do we need for a center? 141. I'm grateful. We can stop at 141 and I'm good. I'll be like, that's all right. One day I get 200 likes on a live. Don't have to start tonight because I'm appreciative for what we got. Did not expect 141 likes when I turned on the camera tonight. I did not. Let's just be real. Step back and look at the objectivity for a minute. Tubby Smith trailed by 0 times at Kentucky. Just saying, he never did. Look at what I'm seeing is what looks like other teams not invested in Kentucky are seeing. A Cybertruck bulletproof. Hey, what's the who said that? I gotta put that up. I gotta put that up right here. Thanks for that comment. I like that. Cybertruck bulletproof. Hey, what kind of car? I don't do politics on the show, but I gotta ask this question because I think it's funny. What's the name of President Trump's car? Does he have a name for his car? I'm not sure. I don't think it's the Beast, is it? If you know what the name of the president's car is, just right now, throw it in the chat room. Oh, I thought y'all went through them all. Yeah, we went through all of them. We sure did. We didn't go, of course, Aberdeen and those guys. We ended with I thought I was ending with Colin, but I forgot to put J Lo, so we finished with J Lo. Tank Dozer. That's what it's called. Tank Center Mack truck. We need Kelly Johnson, Kelly Joe Hood. We need a Mack truck. We just do, with a big butt. For real. If well, whatever the name of the car for the president is, that's the kind of car we need right there. We need glass this thick. Fred Jones, what do you say? Rick Pitino is in the rear view mirror for a reason, Big Mike. That bridge got burnt years ago. Camelot don't exist anymore. And people, people still saying bring back Rick, and I'm like, but why? Like, he's in the rear view mirror. Yes, he's still winning ball games. I'm not knocking him on that. He's got his team in the Sweet 16. I get it. He's doing his thing. But how much longer before we trying to get either it's going to be Coach Pope that's going to be here for a while, or we need to get somebody here who's going to be here for a while. I don't want to get somebody in here who's going to be here for 2 years and then they're gone because of age or for whatever reason. I'm trying to get some longevity in here who we can continue to build around, or so he can build up a program. Didn't know the car had a name. Yes, some of them, I know some of them actually named their cars. You just said nothing. You made no sense. I'm sorry, Ryan Crump, if that was me. Hopefully I didn't say nothing that didn't make no sense. I'm sorry. Didn't know the car had a name. A lot of these presidents, I think they named their cars. Then again, I could be wrong because I just started watching. Yeah. You've gotten 200 more subscribers since I've been on tonight. What? Tonight? Did you say 200? You got 200 more subscribers since I've been on tonight. Really? Hold on. Who said that? Who said that? Cindy didn't. Tonight? We're just having a good time. Let me see. Wow, dude. Yeah, we came on the show. We had 402. Now we have 425. Thank you. I know a couple of people has already said that they joined. Thank you. For the ones who didn't say anything, thank you. For the silent subscribers, thank you. For the silent viewers who's not chatting but watching, thank you. I didn't expect that. I didn't. Thank you guys so much, man. It means a lot to me. Thank you. Is named the Beast. Yeah, okay. So everybody's name is called the Beast. Okay, so that's just across the board. I thought each president gave names to the car, but I knew it was the Beast from before, but I didn't know every single president. Just the car was named the Beast. So thank you, HT. I appreciate that info. We argued the whole chat. We did argue. Yeah, y'all worried about Rick. Thought we all hated him. Now y'all did a complete 180 on him for zero reason. Like what did Rick do to change your mind on him? Nothing. It's weird. Uncle, I have a hard time saying your name, dude, but I'm gonna say it because you commented, Uncle Daddy. That's all right. Hey, Uncle Daddy, what's up, buddy? How did you know? How'd you know that, Sandy? Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Like, I'm so appreciative of you guys, man, for real. If you haven't subscribed, it's not too late. It's not too late. Yeah, weird about Rick. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Kentucky wins or lose, just can't accept that people is a good coach and said that his first year, but like everyone acts like he needs to coach elementary because things don't go as planned. Good conversations over there, guys. I'm not gonna get it. Sweet 16 is the bare minimum. Yeah, it is. And if we can't get there, then we got problems. For me, after we got to laugh at Rick for the restaurant incident, it kind of made the hate go away. Okay. Hey, everybody has their own thing, man. You learn some new things here on the show. Never liked the hard with Pope once the honeymoon ended. After the Zags games, things didn't go right with him. Robert Hall, I mean, there's a lot of truth to that, man. It really is. And, I mean, I appreciate what we did last year because the year is over. You guys get it. But, this year we was hoping that we was going to do it. So didn't work out. We didn't get to Sweet 16 and Tennessee did, which sucks. Yeah. It's not good. I want Tennessee to lose now. Florida getting beat was good for me. Oh, I was happy when Florida lost. I'm an SEC guy, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I was rooting for Iowa in that ball game. You can't recruit, especially in the NIL era. You're in trouble. There's got to be something in there, man. And so here's my thing: if you can't recruit in the NIL area, then really JMI is a bigger issue than we thought. Because, like, as people say all the time, Kentucky has the money. It ain't like we don't have the money. So with that being said, there's no reason why we shouldn't be there's no reason why we shouldn't be like that. No reason why we shouldn't have the players in here if we can spend the money, unless JMI is really as bad as as people say that it is. That's for sure. Open panel, do this right here. We just got to get the right people here, man. And we're hoping Coach Pope is the person to bring in the right people. When the portal opens, it's going to be interesting to hear the roster start to build. That's always a fun look. I mean, look, we don't want to lose games, but now that this is part of college basketball, I think we all can agree that it is kind of fun. It is. I mean, we like recruiting, and we also like to watch real closely. Like, people are going to lose a lot of sleep. Jimmy, Leah, people who watch recruiting, Doug, like people who watch recruiting really close, these guys are going to be watching. They're going to be like, when the portal opens, people are not going to sleep, man. They want to see every little detail of the little hints that people are putting online. What does this mean? Can I dissect it? Does this mean what I think it means? Is he trolling us? Is he really interested? Did he put a do not contact on his bio? Don't I'm going in the portal, but don't contact me. That means he already knows where he's going. This is going to be a fun time, a stressful time, but Coach Pope has definitely got to hit a home run this time around, because if he don't, this is where we're going to be at right here, man. It is. That 16 was nice, but that's not the expectation. Yeah. Oh, well, that's got to be the bare minimum. Like we got to make it out of the first weekend. I think that's what they were saying. Yeah, when Florida lost, as much as I hated losing for Kentucky, I didn't even think about the loss no more for Kentucky. I was just happy that Florida got beat and they had to eat their words. That's all I was caring about. I'm not educated enough about JMI to know if it's an issue or not. Can someone please give details and educate me? Ryan Bailey, how you doing? So this is a question of one of our BBN guys, one of our BBN family members is asking. So if anybody can pitch in and help him understand this a little bit better, please do so. It will be greatly, greatly appreciated if you guys can do that. The biggest thing that I know about JMI, Ryan, is that it keeps players from making money on the side, in the sense of you'll get a certain amount of money for Kentucky for coming to Kentucky, but then you got to go through JMI for doing extra commercials and all this kind of stuff. And once again, if I'm wrong, please tell me as well too, so I can get schooled on it. I think Pope would get an exciting roster build back to what fits his offense this year. What's it, Mulligan, Corey Reynolds. The wording, I like it. That Duke game was a fluke, like the Zag game last year. Getting down double digits should not be normal versus teams with a pulse. Having to climb back into games just to win it late will wear the team out. Beat us down every time. Yep. It'll hurt us every time, and we'll fall flat on our face. That's for sure. That is for sure. JMI was asking for recruits to sign away certain. Let me put this up on the screen. I'm going to leave this up for a minute. I'm not going to put a time on it so we can read it. Skill Dragon, thank you so much for this comment. JMI was asking some recruits to sign away certain NIL rights, branding, facility usage, and even social media anonymity that would normally remain untouched at other schools. So I'm trying to think about facility usage. What does that mean? Does that mean that, like, once you leave, you can't never come back and use the facilities? Or I'm curious about that. Can someone break that down, the facility usage part? I never understood that part. I get the branding, the social media, but the facility usage, that doesn't sound. Where's my water at? I ain't got no water, bro. Do I? No, I don't. I'm sorry. I'll take that off the screen now. Ryan, does that help you a little bit? I'm out. Good night. Good night, Ryan. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for joining in. What's this? Somewhere. Hide. Take that off the screen. Exactly right about. Okay, so he's right about the JMI deal. I just don't understand what the facility usage is. What does that mean? Like you can't come in after hours and shoot free throws? What does that even mean? Before I leave, there is a clip of Pope telling the players exactly what Flag was about to do, and they listened, got to stop, got to win. That's not a fluke. That's true. I just absolutely that is a true statement by Ryan Crump. That's fact. He told them what he was getting ready to do in that huddle. And if you go back and watch the end of that ball game with Duke last year, he told them exactly what he was getting ready to do. And he did it, and we forced a turnover, and we won the ball game. So that wasn't a fluke. I don't know what anybody else is going to talk about, but that wasn't a fluke. He called, he as they say, he called his number. I believe what people was expecting was a Pitino style game since Pope was under him, and it wasn't. For me, I thought maybe we would be more intense on defense. That's what I was hoping to see. When I brought into Pope and him being around Pitino, I thought he was going to have that mindset of he understands what it means to win a national championship, and he knows what it takes, and that's that intense defense that he went through his own self. So if you, I don't know, is it just a new age and time that type of defense just doesn't work like it used to? Ask Iowa State, because they clamped us down and we didn't have a chance. So somebody got the defense strategy going. We don't. We got to get better at that. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay, let me throw this up for let's see. Okay. Skill Dragon, thank you for this information. So recruits can't film anything at the facilities to make money since JMI owns the rights and the branding. That's stupid, bro. So what? So you telling me as a content creator, whatever, if I go to a game, you telling me that I can't record anything at the ball game, and if I do, then I gotta delete it because JMI owns the branding? Come on, JMI. That's when I hear stuff like that, and I think about Mitch Barnhart actually agreeing to that, it makes me kind of sick to my stomach. I mean, if you really think about the gist of that, like you really got to read that. Like you ain't making nothing in my gym because I own the rights. You like, man, that ain't no problem, dog. Here, where I sign at. Stuff like that is just ignorant. I'm sorry. That just wasn't smart. Oh no, they can't use the facilities as intended for them to get better and work out. They just can't use it to make. Yeah. Well, I was just being funny when I said that because I didn't understand what that meant. Because I was like, surely that's not what it means. So I was really just being sarcastic when I said they couldn't use the gym. Surely they can use the gym. Absolutely. Correct. JMI limits players to what they're initially entitled to, in my opinion. Yeah. Look, man, you might not be an individual who agrees with the NIL. You might be an individual who don't like the NIL. You might be an individual who thinks NIL needs to be cut down drastically. But at the end of the day, this is what these guys are doing, and they're gonna go get paid. And the sooner that I understand it, the sooner that I accept it, then I'm not mad anymore. Like I won't be mad for a $22 million team. Should have got more out of it if that's the case. But what am I going to do? JMI just out there. JMI, they out there making money hand over hand, ain't they? They probably sitting back smoking a cigar, drinking some drinking some scotch or some bourbon, and like these dudes, we just ran an okie doke on them. pass that liquor over there, and let's celebrate. A player can't wear a Kentucky uniform in an ad. That sucks, bro. Because now, even during March Madness, you see all these guys. Now, I haven't seen the Boozer twins with the commercial that they're in with Allstate. They're not wearing Duke uniforms. So I won't say that's the worst thing, but UConn players, I think I've seen UConn players, they wear uniforms in their commercials during March Madness. So I'm like, okay, it's kind of like these restrictions. Like I'm trying to represent Kentucky. I'm trying to be a solid recruiter by wearing the uniform on a national stage. Why are you stopping me for? It makes no sense. That cash got us this rush. It did. And I don't know. We got 151, guys. Thank you. Oh, I got my phone. I got to take that off the screen. JML's making that money. Yeah, I got to put this. Let me change this timer. I had it to off for 10 seconds. 151. Guys, we got 151 likes. I think we broke a new live record for the show. So if you're here right now, you've been part of of the most likes I've ever gotten. 156. I should correct that. My fault. It's a new record. So I think I need an auctioneer here so we can go for 170. I can't stick around for 170 tonight, though. I'm tired. If Barnhart get that $1 million cuss job at the university, he will still have his finger on things because he has too much influence. They need to completely part ways so we can move on. I agree with that. Barnhart needs to, in order for us to start the healing, in order for us to start building in the right direction, I think you have to completely let go of Mitch Barnhart. And he can't have ties, and he can't be sitting on the board of directors, and he can't be any of that stuff. We need new, fresh ideals in the house in order for us to get through this. Mitch was, Uncle Daddy said, Mitch was very squeamish about NIL 4 years ago and hesitated when other schools went all in. It is catching up to us. It sure is. And then he goes and makes a deal like he does. That don't make no sense at all. And I want to give a big shout out to D. White. I know earlier in the show, I kind of let him know, and this is not to be negative, but it was a comment that was made that I didn't like, and I kind of addressed that we don't do that here. And instead of D. White leaving, he stuck around. So I just want to give a shout out. I noticed he's still here in the chat after 2 hours, and I just want to give him a shout out that he understood what the platform I was trying to build, and he's still here, and he didn't get all mad and angry and storm out and whatever. So D. White, I appreciate you still being here, brother. Thank you so much. Okay, it means a lot to me. So Shay, Dwayne Purvey, Dwayne Peavy said no thanks. People said they wouldn't mind having it back. Let's see. Jamie Denton. I got to change my time. Jamie Denton. Put this up on the board. I'm fine with NIL. My problem is the transfer portal. Anytime they want to leave for more money, they can. After the transferring once without penalty, then if you transfer again, you should have to sit out of your. You should. And I don't know if they're going to fix that or anything like that. But well, first of all, if they do that, guys don't want to sit out. So therefore, guys ain't going to transfer as much. So we're going to have a lot more retention on teams in the long run. 163 likes, man. I'm sorry. I keep seeing that, and I can't help but to feel grateful inside for that. Does anyone of you remember Club Blue? Club Blue is still going on, right? I don't know if they dissolved it, but from my understanding, during the summer and everything, Club Blue was still happening. Actually, Club Blue is still going on because Leah, who does the show, I think she actually won some tickets to a ball game because she won tickets to March Madness because of Club Blue. So I'm not sure if it's still going on, but I know she won some tickets to the ball game or to the blue and white game or to Big Blue Madness was what I'm thinking about. Does anyone He's been behind the 8 ball from day one. Andy Ship, and put this up on the screen. Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate you, brother. Or ma'am. I don't want to just assume. Could be somebody else using their login. Right here. Andy Ship says he's been behind the 8 ball from day one. Don't forget, he took a brand new team to the Sweet 16 last year after Calipari took the entire team and the recruits. Tough second year and the pieces. Yeah. And that's why I'm not brought in to just saying far Coach Pope right now. That's just not where I'm at. Took it over, I think. Warren Rose, if you think this year was – hey, Warren, thanks for joining the show. I appreciate you. Warren Rose says, if you think this year was bad, wait until next season. Not one top 10 recruit signed, same player and same coach staff. The players aren't going anywhere. No one else will want them. That's harsh. That's harsh right there. But hey, it may be some truth to it. It really may be some truth to that. Absolutely. Someone says, I have an update on facility usage. My bladder feels fine now. You had to go make sure that the facilities was you in uniform when you used the facilities? Just a question, did Mitch get about? I don't understand what you're saying, Eddie. I see your comment, big guy, but I'm not really see what you, unless you're talking to somebody else and not really trying to get an answer. What weight Club Blue Steel's going? I think they're just not as involved no more. Oh, okay. That's a good point. That's true. JMI, no more Club Blue. That's a good point. Or is Club Blue going to be really big for football? That's a good question too. But if JMI is involved, nope. Cut that out, guys. Get out of here. Let's see. Update on facility uses. Can't hold Coach Hodges when JMI has proven to have already cost us recruits. I guess, like I said about the JMI thing, JMI is turning out to look like it's more of a headache than we even thought it was. Like it's starting to show its head, and like when we think it can't get any worse, it gets worse. That's what I mean by that. Do you remember Cliff Hagen Steakhouse in Lexington? My dad used to take up there to eat and watch Rupp coach his teams in the 1960s. Got his autograph when I was 12. Ooh, Sandy, Sandy got some memories, don't she? For real. Jasper gone, Noah gone, BG gone, Lowe gone, Hawthorne would transfer. I thought they said Hawthorne was staying though. I thought they said he was going to stick around. He already announced that he's coming back next year. I think he announced that last week. Leah did a video about it. Unless that was lip service. Yeah, I'm coming back. No problem. I'm coming back. And then you look up. Now, unless Coach Pope goes and talks to him and says, yeah, we don't have a spot for you next year. And if you go tell him that we don't have a spot for him next year, then Coach Pope, he must know something that we all don't know. They've been rebranded as BBN Unite. Okay. So there you go, Skill Dragon. Where you live at, Skill Dragon? I think you said that before, but where you live at? And do you spend all day just reading Kentucky stuff? Like all day? Appreciate that, man. Hawthorne is coming back. Yeah, he announced he's coming back. They won't keep them big, Mike. I hope so. Modi, Colin, Jelovich, Cam, those are probably guys coming back. Yeah, he ever said he's coming back next year. Yeah, he put that out of. I think it was official as well too. Of my city, Orangeboro Boys Club, named after him. The Cliff Haven. Okay, I know where Orangeboro's at. The Red Devils and the Orangeboro Catholic. I think that's the name of the schools in Orangeboro, right? Orangeboro Catholic and the Red Devils. When I was in high school, I think the Red Devils was always better than Catholic. I may have it wrong there. It might not be that way today, but when I was growing up, the Red Devils was always better. And I remember the Red Devils used to play Franklin Simpson and Bowling Green Purples. Almost. Duke almost Duke must own BMI. Almost. He said almost. Cynthiana. So you listen and watch everything. I appreciate it, man. I do. Skill Dragon always keeps us up with the thumbs up count as well. Colin is a Pope guy, and Cam coming back for sure. In my opinion, I think those two guys are a lock. I don't, even though I have contact with his father, Mr. Williams. I don't like to really just purge into those questions, especially when the season's going on. I'm grateful for any information or anything he talks to me about, but I definitely don't know. 186, man. 166. Sorry about that. I thought it was. I got excited. 4 more to 170. Once we get to 170, we're gonna close out for the night. We got 4 more to go. Also, let me just talk to Facebook again. Thank you guys for being patient with me while I talk to Facebook. If there's anybody who's still watching from Facebook, do me a favor and type in the words BBN. If you're still now, if you've already did it and I've already spoke to you personally on here, you don't have to do it again. But if you're watching on Facebook and I haven't called you and I haven't mentioned your name, please put BBN in the chat so I can talk to you directly. I was asking, did Mitch get any money from JMI deal? Mitch, hey Eddie, from my understanding, Mitch is going to get paid from this. Well, I'm not sure. He's going to get paid from the university. From JMI, I don't know that. But then again, you have to think how he actually was. How does he look himself in the mirror at night, in the mornings, knowing what he did and the contract that he signed through JMI, unless. And this is just, I'm just saying, unless he's getting something, he's getting something, unless he's benefiting from it as well too. Charlie White said no trust in Pope. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't trust in him. That's for sure. Good, Eddie. I'm curious too. I just want to know how we get out of this deal. And it's literally a 10-year contract Barnhart signed. Yeah. Barnhart will probably be in the nursing home and we'll still be dealing with JMI for real. 169. Let's go. Can we get to the 175? Absolutely. I'm just wanting to talk to anybody who's on Facebook right now. Are you brave enough to type the letters BBN in the chat? Are you? Some people are. Some people just type it in and I talk to them and we go about our day. But if you are on Facebook and you're watching, please type in BBN. But if you've already subscribed to YouTube, then you're good to go. Don't even worry about it. GM has a 15-year contract. Stupid in this business. Stupid is as stupid does. Yeah. We got the 170, guys. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah. Once again, man, big shout out to the Lady Cats for going to Sweet 16, knocking off Virginia. I think they knocked West Virginia. They knocked them off 74-73. We did everything but lose the game because they tried to give it to them. We didn't play good down the stretch. We can't do that against Texas. Here's the thing about playing Texas for the ladies team. I think we can beat them. I know they beat South Carolina. I know they beat them in the ground. But let's be real. We went down to Texas and we played Texas pretty good. We got in foul trouble, and you can't turn the ball over 45 times against Texas on the road and win on the ladies. You're not gonna win that ball game. So we cut down on the turnovers, which I don't know if we can. I just don't. That sucks. But if we cut down on the turnovers, I think we can maybe keep it close and have a fighting chance against Texas. I heard someone say JMI was a 3-year deal, but I heard it was a long deal though. Still think we need to pray for Pope's success instead of bashing him and calling for his firing. I'm in agreement with this statement here, and you don't have to because I am. You do your own thing, but I'm in agreement with Sandy 100% on this. Yeah, and then that's why for me. If you've been watching long enough, you know I'm not gonna call for people to get fired. I can't, man. Now, once again, if they're doing something out here they shouldn't be doing, that's a different story. Now you're taking it outside of Kentucky. Now you're taking it outside of the rim of basketball, and you living crazy. But other than this, I hope the powers of being, or whatever you say, has enough guts to make the right decision if Pope is the right person or not. But I'm not smart enough for that. I think Jamie Denton says, so Jamie, what's that at? I'll make sure I put that up on the board. We put this up. We actually did if you wasn't here, Jamie, we actually did we did a whole segment about, we went through each individual player, but I want to put yours up since you went through the time to type it in. I think Moreno, Cam, Lowe, Chandler, Jelovic, and Noah all return. Just my opinion. I sure hope we get to keep Mo D. I hope we keep Mo D because we need him, because we don't know. Because right now, I mean, if we got him in-house and we know he's going to play big-time basketball because he's aggressive and strong, and we don't know who we're going to get in to replace him, then I say keep him unless we get somebody who's a definite sure, lock in and sign with Kentucky in the portal. Otherwise, you try your best to keep Mo, because Mo's going to fight every single night, and that's what we need. We got number 1 seed in Texas next, and that's not easy, man. But I have to say, out of getting Texas, Texas, UCLA, I think we got the easiest. And this is no disrespect to Texas because they knocked off South Carolina, but I think we got the easiest number 1 out of all the number 1s, because Vandy girls is in. They're the number 2 in UConn's bracket. I wouldn't want to do that at all. 175, not 275. Hey, it could be. Oh Lord, I hope it's not until 2040. It looks like it could be. We know you're legit about your basketball coach, bro. We know you're not about bashing coach. Yeah, I'm just I get frustrated. You guys know that. Like, if coach has a really bad game coaching, dude, I'm calling you out. But that's based off the ball game. Other than that, I'm letting other people deal with that. There's enough people out there who's going to tell you straight up, fire that dude. That dude doesn't deserve to be here no more. Cool, no problem. I'm not going to argue with that. I'll let people say where their heart's at. But I won't do it though. Do you think we'll get Stokes? According to let me put his name up here. Bruce Richardson. Is this your first time watching, Bruce? I'm not sure if I've ever seen your name before. If you've been here before and I haven't acknowledged you, I send apologies to you. But I appreciate you being here tonight if it is your first time. But according to one of the guys that watch the show all the time, Doug, I don't think he minds me using his name. He's pretty sure that he knows something that we're going to get Stokes. I don't know. I don't follow recruiting like that. But anytime we talk on here about getting certain people, that's one person that he definitely is like, we getting him. Like, he's coming to Kentucky. So I like I said, I don't follow recruiting. He seems pretty safe about it. I seen Kentucky Rick in here a minute ago. Was Kentucky Rick in here? Kentucky Rick, hey man, congratulations to. I'm going to give you ownership of the Lady Cats tonight, because I know how much time and energy you put into this. And I know it's a lot of work, but I know it's worth it to see your Lady Cats go to the Sweet 16. And I know you would do it all over again if that means that we can continue to play basketball. So Kentucky Rick follows the women's basketball relentless. I'm talking about like he's a diehard Kentucky women's fan. So he follows it and he reports on it. So Kentucky Rick, congratulations to your Lady Cats, and I know you're proud of them for sure. Like, share, and subscribe. Smash that like button. Absolutely, guys. Please do that. Seriously, August 2025. They extended James Meyer's contract from 2034 to 2040. You talking about? That's greed about Stokes. If he doesn't get him, he's already in trouble. Yeah. Oh, so let me make sure that I acknowledge Kentucky wins and lose too. I think he's pretty confident about it too. I just think when we talk about Stokes, I think Doug is such a huge advocate in the sense of we're getting him. Like there's no wavering with him whatsoever. And he may be wrong, but right now there's no wavering in him truly believing with 100% that Stokes is coming to Kentucky. So that's why I mentioned Stokes. But there's other people like Kentucky Lose who also feel like that we're going to get Stokes too. But his name just pops out because every time he's always, if nobody else says it, Doug is going to announce that Stokes is coming to Kentucky. That bums me out, Kentucky Rick. What did Kentucky Rick say? I don't know what he says that bums you out, son of a gunner. Let me see. Go back up here if I can see it. Oh yeah, that 2034 to 2040. Yeah, that just got long. For real. Mo is a glue guy. Mo, man, dude, he just you can play around Mo because Mo forces you to get physical. Now, some people buys into it and some people don't. And those who don't buy into it, yeah, they over on that bench. They ain't on the floor because you can't be out here on the floor in the SEC and not be physical. Serious. Exactly, Mo D, the only dude that reps the jersey the way we want. Mo D's crazy, man. And I say that in a good way, not in a bad way, for real. Well, if Stokes is coming, why ain't he already? According to Doug, once again, I don't think he minds me saying it because he puts it out publicly. Doug is convinced that on April the 11th, whenever the Nike Summit is, Stokes is going to be there, and he's supposed to announce that day. I don't know that. Don't go to Vegas and bet on it, but he seems to be really sure about that as well too. 28 more likes and tonight's show hits 200. Ooh, that means I gotta stay here longer, Sandy, and I'm tired. I'm worn out. I'm not gonna lie to you. I remember back in the day, I couldn't imagine doing an hour show for the longest. My shows was like 30 minutes, and I was gone. Like I was out. And then I went from doing 30-minute shows to having a 12-hour day. Times have changed, people. Get on board, Big Mike, and adjust your body and get in setting shape because this is actually what you're gonna be doing. Cal ain't beating Arizona. I don't see Arizona beating those guys, man. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't see Arkansas beating them, and I ain't gonna lose no sleep when Arkansas loses neither. We got 174. We rolling, people. We are rolling. That's a record for me. That's for sure. And look at you go now. I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna, that's why I was gonna take a night off tonight. I was like, look, I'm gonna take a night off. Somebody else was gonna come on the show tonight and do a show tonight. Leah was. She wasn't able to do a show tonight. And I was like, man, I'm tired, bro. I really am. But I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do a show tonight. Now, I said I was going to do a 45-minute show tonight, but now we 2 hours and 45 minutes in, 15 minutes away from 3 hours. About to shake. Hang on, Mike. About to shade it again. I hope so. First time listening. Well, who's that said that? I just seen that. Hold on for a second. Duro Grugball. I probably missed. I just say, how about if I just say Duran? How about if I just say that so I don't butcher your last name? Can everyone please welcome Duran to the group? Welcome to the live chat tonight. Give this guy a shout out. I appreciate it. Definitely do. But yeah, too old. Billy Donovan. I mean, he's younger, but it's like, I don't know how much longer he want to do it. And let's be real, if Billy Donovan come here, and if he ain't winning, then he's getting booted. So please, everyone, please say what's up to Darren, and I appreciate you coming through and blessing the show with your presence. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Your family. Well, I ain't gonna lie. So if it's your first time, I need to throw up what we say here, okay? This is what we say right here on this show. First time you watch, you're a guest. The second time, your family. So yes, sir. So come back again, please. And if you didn't hit that subscribe button, consider doing so. I appreciate it. So I guess we don't have anybody watching. Nobody's watching from YouTube right now. Not YouTube, but Facebook. That's what I'm understanding. A Cuff would have have had the amazing game for it too. He to be close against Arizona. Man, dude, if we had Aaron Brown, thank you for that. If we had Acuff here this year on this team, it would have freed up Ortega a lot more too. Yeah, it would have freed up a lot of guys if we had a player like Acuff, because he demands so much attention that you wouldn't be able to key in on Chandler, and you wouldn't be able to key in on in Ortega. I'm just saying. Yes, sir. Thank you guys for giving Mr. Dern a shout out. Hey, Mr. Dern, if you're still here, hey, where are you watching from as well? Can you let us know that? We won't stalk you, but you might be surprised on somebody that you don't even know that watches the show just right down the street from where you live. Come on back, fam. Absolutely. Arizona gonna key in on Acuff big time. And if they got to be physical with Ewing and the other big time player they got, his last name Thompson, I think it is, for Arkansas. They got to hopefully slow him down too. But I think Arizona's too good. I think Arizona's too good to get beat by Arkansas. Don't know what you're talking about. Same way Owe got keyed on. Yeah, absolutely. Owe got keyed on, and he still got his points and everything. But if Owe would have been playing with a guard like Acuff, dude, yeah, been a tough one to watch. Ready to start over and get it right next year. Yeah. I started watching around the Arkansas game. Love the show. If we get Stokes, we'll be fine. Appreciate you, Bruce, for being here. It always means a lot. So thank you so much for watching as well. If we get Stokes, I feel better too. Oh, yeah, I definitely will. Charlie White, you threw up the number 2. What's that about? Arkansas has Acuff, Malik Thomas. Yeah, so I knew I said Thompson, so it's actually Thomas. And don't feel sorry for them. I don't feel sorry for them. Believe me, they got 2 guys, which is Malik Thomas and Acuff. I think Arizona is going to win this ball game. I do. Did we get 4,030? So since being on this show tonight, I've been on the show for almost 3 hours, and we gotten 28 subscribes. We did a 12-hour show. We got 12 hours. We got 12 subscribers. So appreciate you guys for showing out for sure. Thank you. 180. Skill Dragon, stop, because I keep feeling compelled to stay and see if we can get 200, and I'm exhausted. Well, my John Calipari markers mark thing broke it, fell off the table. That sucks. I hope the Arizona falls off against Arizona. I hope that's a good sign for what's to come. The transfer portal opens the 8th of August. The 8th of August, that's bad. Don't want of April. Everyone, please like this, please. Truck CBS sales, man. Like this person. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Good to see you. Everyone like this, please. Big Mike ain't no Biggie or better fan. I'm just here like rest of you guys, and I'm just here having a conversation with Kentucky fans. That's it. I'm just happen to be behind the camera. Off tonight, rough weekend. Don't worry about it. I'm just like one of you guys, man. I just want to see Kentucky be good. That's it, and it means something to me, and it makes my life. It makes my life a little better when Kentucky's playing great basketball and football, and make sure and soccer and baseball and everything and in between. To go get some sleep. 200 for Big Mike to go get some sleep. You get 200. I'm gonna sleep for 2 days, man. For real. Yeah, Pope is great too. Great. Pope is great. No worries at all. I don't trust Pope at all. Gary Hunt, let me throw this up. So as you guys noticed, I don't always just throw up positive comments that just fit my that just fit my narrative of being loyal and being happy and being supportive. I don't mind throwing up people's comments if it's negative. If it's negative but constructive, I'm okay. I throw it up. I don't mind. Drink more bourbon, get another bottle, Clyde. For real. Louisville over everyone. I appreciate your name. Yeah, make it happen. We are 17 likes away, guys. 17 likes away from 200 likes. Bring Flan back to UK if Stokes doesn't commit. Ooh, would you? Ooh, that's interesting. I haven't heard anybody who said that. Oh, Aaron Brown. Let me throw this up on the screen. How do you guys feel about this comment right here, man? Bring Flan back to UK. I don't think Stokes is transfer again. I think he's gonna stay where he's at. He got some good money in Florida. If Stokes doesn't commit, then keep Cam Williams, develop Moreno. He needs another year. So are you saying? I just going off of this name, going off of your comment right here. I thought that was a Louisville fan. Louisville over everyone. Hey, it's good to see you, man. Thank you so much for joining the show. You definitely a distant family member, but you're welcome. If we get Stokes, and then this is for Aaron, are you saying get rid of Cam? Is that what you're saying? I'm just trying to make sure that I understand where you're coming from with your comment. You're not wrong or right. I'm just curious to make sure that we're here. Unfortunately, next year will be the same, BBN. Stokes and the somebody said something about the British. Where's that at? I missed it. It went so fast that I didn't get a chance to see it. Something about the British. Oh, here's right here. Who said that? Bruce. Oh, it keeps going. You guys are rolling with the comments, and I can't keep up with them. Oh, man, I miss it. Stokes and the British point guard. Oh, okay, the British point guard makes this team a lot better. Is he that good? I think his last name is Ellis. I think it's his last name. Bruce, you can correct me, but I think his last name is Ellis. Is he really that dude? I mean, is he really that good? Have we seen enough basketball from him to say he can come and compete in the SEC, and he can come and help us work towards a national championship? If he's that good, go get him, Pope. Please keep us in your thoughts and prayers. We had to bury our horse we rescued 16 years ago. Oh, man, sorry about that, Sandy. I am. Sorry about that. We are heartbroken. Thanks for taking my mind off of it for a couple of hours, Mike. Sandy, you most welcome. Thank you so much. And you know what I'm saying? We know that I'm not a pet owner, but we know pet owners, they take it very serious, man. And it becomes they become like family. So Sandy, definitely prayers for you guys in a situation like this. So absolutely, I'm sure Florida coach would be fine for us taking his guard again and Boogie Flint. Probably so. Welcome here, everyone. Yeah, everyone welcome here, man. As long as we keep it classy here, Louisville over everybody, as long as we keep it classy, then, you know what I'm saying, we all right. And I expect UK fans to keep it classy with you too as well. We're going to call you little brother, and we're going to give you a couple of L's down, but we love you. That's what family does. You're welcome to the barbecue. You just sit at the end of at the far end over by the tree by itself, okay? Kentucky Resolute says we don't want Boogie Flan. As a Duke fan, why is it so hard to find a coach worth? Okay, we don't use that kind of word here, so I must go right past that, Mr. Brad. Thank you for being here, Brad, but we don't use that kind of word here. At least I won't flash it on the screen. I was going to flash it on the screen because you're a Duke fan, so I don't mind. But I won't be able to put those kind of words. So if you want to rewrite it, I'll put that up on the screen for you. I promise you. Yeah. Definitely those hills down. For real. Boogie Flint. But I mean, you know, we need a point guard. We do. And Boogie Flynn and was not good enough to get Florida over the hump or get them to keep them rolling throughout the postseason. So And let me tell you, a lot of people had, even though Florida was the last number 1 seed in, a lot of people had Florida in that championship game. So if there was any more brackets, there's not a whole lot left. I don't think there is, though. I think every bracket out there has been busted. I'm sure Mark thinks he can fix Boogie Flynn the same way he fixed Jalen Lowe. Well, Boogie Flynn ain't injured. Well, his shoulder, because he got the tape on it, but he might have issues with shoulders. Let's let Boogie stay where he's at. And besides, that makes that a good matchup for Florida. And that's certain for sure. Because we can have Mitch. Let's go get Feline from Bama if he don't declare for the NBA drive. The question is, this is for Fred Jones. Would he leave Alabama, though? Like, what would make him – he's a star at Alabama. The pressure's not there like it will be at Kentucky. Why would he leave Alabama for and come to Kentucky? Not saying that Kentucky's not a better program, but since he's been in Alabama, he's never lost to Kentucky. And he doesn't have the pressure that Kentucky fans put because Alabama's a football school. So if Alabama loses, okay, whatever, man. Next day, let's go. Here in Kentucky? Nah, losing. For what? Let me see if Brad re-put his. I know Brad is a Duke fan, U of L fan, but Kentucky can do a lot better. Okay. Well, appreciate you being here, and you're a distant family member too as well. So thank you, I appreciate it. I was screaming at the TV. Welcome to Mike BBN Virtual Bar and Grill. He said he got it. Said, did you actually name it that a long time ago, like a few months ago? Because I remember somebody mentioning it, but I'm not sure who actually mentioned that name. So I know you brought it up again. So if that's you, I appreciate it. Feline would be great, man. Yeah, he's a baller, man. He's a baller. Yeah, he is. I noticed Cats point guards haven't been the same lately. No, we haven't. Not at all. Well, hey, let me ask you guys a question. If we had Wagner on this team, would he make a difference? I am just asking a question, guys. Okay, don't bite my head up if that's a dumb question. If DJ Wagner was on this year's team, would we be a lot better? We're going to report you to the FCC for what I don't know. Well, where are we at now with the likes? Could someone wait one more for 190? Okay. So if you're in here and if you haven't hit the like button, we need 10 people or 11 people to hit the like button. Please hit the like button. We at 3 hours now. I turned the camera on and said, we're doing 45 minutes tonight. I even said it in the beginning of the video. This is going to be a short video tonight. And now we're 3 hours in. Blue Devils, where's that at? Brad, you just remember, you can't spell Duke without UK. UK is better than Kentucky. I got to throw this up on the screen. Like I said, this show is about having fun. So I people, what would you put that on a Kentucky show for? Brad took his time to go hang out with us tonight, so I put it up. We know, we know that that's not a true statement, but we'll let him live it for a little bit. No to Wagner. No. Eddie says no. Piper says yes. Okay. Piper said yes, we would be 21. Hey, buddy. 1 second, guys. Right here. Yeah. So just glad to follow Cal. Just trolling. Yeah, but it's all in fun tonight. We want you to lose though. But it's all in fun, just trolling you guys for a second. I know y'all ain't paid over this season. Good night, Eric. Thanks, Brad, for joining us, man. Yeah, don't you are definitely a distant family member for real. Alabama has had our number lately. No shade on Alabama whatsoever at all, because we can't beat them. And if you can't throw shade on somebody you can't beat. So I think Coach Pope's record is 0-4 against Alabama. I think they beat us 3 times last year. And they beat us this year. So Coach Pope is 0-4 against Nate Oates. I remember saying Natos owns Coach Pope. I'm willing to say that. We have to win the next 4 to tie it up, and then we do a tie off. The question is, will Coach Pope be here long enough for 4 more? Well, if we played him twice a year, we could do it, but we have to play him twice a year and then see him in the SEC tournament on that second year and win, and then we can say, okay, we're back now. Pope didn't do any zones, crazy subs, didn't play. Moreno didn't do any pick and rolls with high-low ball screens in the second half. I don't think Moreno even played a lot in the second half. Did he? I was reading and I totally lost it because I was going too fast. See y'all next year. Good health and good luck till then. Yeah, Brad, lose. For real. I wish they had a an emoji that could do this to people. Point to your eye and point to them. I got you. We don't condone violence around here, though. Okay, for real. Where we at in the likes? Heard someone mention a Josh Hubbard possibility. I saw that a few days ago too as well. I haven't heard if he's going to hit the portal or not. It would be. So I asked the question: if you put Hubbard on this team, if you take Hubbard, Cam Williams, Jelovich, Colin, Moreno, is that a good team? And then we build. Could you take Hubbard? And as good as he is, and you know the guy got heart, and we need a point guard that has freaking heart, man. That's what we need. Could you take Hubbard in a portal and build around that? That's why I want to know is a role player. I saw he came off the bench. He would have been loved. Cal do not put his best team on the floor. He was trying to get certain guys to the league. Yeah. What about Pate in the mix? No. Think Pate now. I'm not interested in Pate because it's too many question marks, Eddie. If you tell me that there's no question marks about Dink Pate, I'm sold. Go get him. But because you can't tell me that 5-6 games in, the rules are going to be like, nope, this guy can't play. And if y'all don't shut him down, you're not going to the tournament. No, I'm not sold on him. Josh Herbert is a bit too much of a volume guy. Ooh, that's a good keen critical. Ooh, that's a good point though. That's a good point. But let me ask you this though. I understand he's a volume guy, but playing at Mississippi State, did that cause for him to be a high volume guy? And if so, if he came to Kentucky, would he have to be a high volume guy? Would he be able to settle down and really run the game the way and get people involved? Because he'll get people involved. We know that. But if he came to Kentucky, would he have to be the same player with the volume at Kentucky than he was? Because let's be honest. I mean, when you think about Mississippi State right now, you think about Josh Hubbard. That's who you think about. You don't think about a lot of other people. Not a lot of names just being thrown around when you talk about Mississippi State. If he comes to Kentucky and playing with other good players, maybe. But we can still got another point guard in. You know what? If we got Josh to come to Kentucky, I would be okay with keeping Jalen Lowe coming off the bench. I would be okay with that. Yep. I would be okay with that. To Barrett from Missouri, if he entered Barrett from Missouri, Barrett from Missouri, if he entered transfer. Is that the guy that really gave us a hard time? Or what was his name? Williams or Barrett? Was that who gave us a hard time? People outside BBN don't understand that it's stuff like that and unattainable losses that soured BBN. Yeah. It's just those little things. You know, when you go back and look at the season, why you lose to Georgia for? Why? What'd you get blown out by? No disrespect to Vandy, because Vandy got a good team. They really do. And I was surprised that they got beat over Nebraska. But you can't lose to Vandy by 25 points. Come on. You don't let Louisville beat you. I know Louisville can have a decent team, but you don't let Louisville and a freshman beat you. No, that's just not what we do here at Kentucky. Most disappointing job of a head coach I've ever seen. It was ever, if I was ever guessing, I was betting he was offsetting the first game. I wouldn't dislike us getting Hubbard, but I would be concerned if he's our number one option. Yeah, but see, that's why you got to go out and get you a strong 2. Go out and get you a strong 2 and a nice 3. Get you a 4 that can stretch the floor. And get you a big that can play the back. I like it because I think Hubbard would. I think he would facilitate. I think he would be okay with playing around people that can win basketball and want it to win on the level that he is. But once again, that's a good point right there. If he's, just like we always say, don't need him to be our first option. We need somebody in here that can really be our first option. Mark WKR says, put this up a little bit. He says, Mark Pope is having some unattainable losses. He has to fix this. I didn't see that word, WKR. I wouldn't put it up there. Sorry about that. Got to take it down. Yeah, man, because I'm still going. We almost at 200 likes. So they told me I couldn't leave until we get 200 likes. So, yeah. So I'm trying to get 200 likes. So, look, if you got an extra YouTube channel out there, just log into it and hit like, okay? Whatever you got to do. Wallace Freedom. Once again, this is just show that I like people. I'm not going to put that up because I feel like that's attacking him, and not as a coach, but as a person. Sophomore, I believe, too. 190, we can get it to 200. Let's go, BBN. Just need 10 likes, guys. That's it. WKRP, if you put that comment back up without the cussing word, I'll put it up on the screen, big guy. I sure will. Because I was interested on actually really seeing what it said. Mark Pope has avoided early exits. That's what he's done better than Cal. It doesn't matter how you win the postseason. You just find a way to win. Now, WKRP, I can throw this up on the screen for you, my man. Yes, sir. Or ma'am. I think it's a guy. I'm not sure. Don't want to assume. That's where he's done a better job than Cal. It doesn't matter. Also, guys, don't forget, man, if you're new here or if you don't know, come back on Thursday night. I'm trying to think, there's no basketball games on Thursday nights for the women or the men. So let's do a call-in show. I'm gonna do it at 8. I'm gonna do it at 8 Eastern. Okay, we're gonna start it on a Thursday night. We're gonna do the call-in show at 8 Eastern. It gives everybody a time to get home from work, to eat, to settle in, and then we're going to start the call-in show. The call-in show is not me talking. Okay, it's not me talking. It's you guys talking when you call in. There's not a number. There's a link that will be at the top of the page. And if you look at on YouTube, you can't see it right now on Facebook. But if you're on YouTube, at the top of the page, you'll see it's highlighted. That's where the link is going to be at for you to click it. And then when you click it, for the foremost part, most people it works for. Some people it gives them a lot of trouble. So it may not work for you, but it works for most people. That's what you click on. Rondo's son. What about Rondo's son? Somebody fill me in. Pierre is Rondo's son. Sorry, time is up. To need a new coach. Hey, Robert says his time is up. There you go. That's how he feels. Who am I to tell Robert that Robert shouldn't feel like that because he's not in agreement with we need a new coach? That's how he feels. He's a supporter of Cats. He loves it. He's a fan. If he thinks his coach, if he doesn't feel like that the coach that's coaching his team is good enough to be here at Kentucky and needs to go, hey, man, nothing but respect. Zero trust. So that's the question at the top of the page too as well. What kind of trust do you have in Coach Pope currently to get it done? Guys, we are at Go All In on Stokes, Joe 4482. I'm with you. Go all in on Stokes. You look. You have to, man. You just got to go in and figure out a way to get him in. No, man. You just got to go do something, please. We need 4 more. We need 4 more people, guys, to do to get the 200. Is there anybody in here who's been unsure about hitting that subscribe? Who's hitting that hit that too, but hitting that like button? Firing Pope now would be a bad look for the program. Firing someone after 1 bad year that'll only scare coaches away. Once again, there's a rebuttal for it. I'm not telling Robert not to feel the way he feels, but maybe that's a good rebuttal right there. Hey, Chris Sloan, what's up, buddy? What's up, man? Appreciate you joining the show, man. Thank you so much. Firing Pope would be a bad look for any new coaches that might be considering it. Like, why would I want to? I mean, and BC, my co-host, one of the co-hosts here on the show, he talks about that all the time. Is that he uses Calipari being a Hall of Fame coach as the example. Is that if we ran off Calipari, and now we know Calipari went off into a hotel room and had a conversation behind the university's back and didn't inform them. So I know that's sort of what it had. All that went down. But in the sense of it, he wouldn't have been in a hotel room if the fan base wasn't so demanding of Cal to be gone. So, but BC's point is, if you run off a Hall of Fame coach, some of these coaches are not Hall of Fame coaches. Why would I go to Kentucky for they're gonna run me off too? So it's all about perspective in a sense too as well. But once again, everybody is entitled to have their own thoughts and opinion. That's for sure. Wallace Freedom says 1 bad year, as in to say, like, are you kidding me? We're talking about in the Pope era. Yes, making a Sweet 16 in year 1 is good. I guess. I mean, but then again, if I tell people that we may have to consider lowering our standards a little bit in the sense of that we're not getting disappointed, then we might need to lower our expectations. Otherwise, we're never going to be happy with the outcome if it's not a trip to here. We're just not. 2 more likes, man. Skill Dragon he's putting in that work, bro. Johnson didn't help at all. Didn't help also. Yeah, Johnson didn't help, but you know what? I had him. So if you're just watching, we went through all the players individually, and we put 1 through 10. 10 being you really believe this player is coming back, or 1 you think they're not. We did that in the video. We went through every player except, of course, Aberdeen and Ortega. So, and I don't think only maybe about 1 or 2 people actually really got a lot of 8s. Mo D probably got the highest return, I think. It looked like from what I saw from everybody giving their input, and even Billy G. Bring back Billy G. Why not? Hey, maybe bringing back Billy G. Maybe he's matured a lot, and maybe he's ready to give it another shot here at Kentucky, and maybe he can turn the program around. If you're just watching this, that's me being funny, okay? Don't say this guy lost his freaking mind. That's just me being funny, okay? Please, chill. If Pope has a bad regular season and falls to win a game in the tournament, he should be on the hot seat. We shouldn't even be thinking about firing him at this point. Yep, that's why I'm like I'm not going to call for his head. Not I'm just not. Let's 202. I'm going to bed, guys. Oh my goodness, guys, the sun is out. Hey guys, let me see something. Hey guys, I might break something if I do that though, and everything might unhook. I shouldn't move anything. What a year! What to happen? Somebody help us. Guys, the sun is out right here. Yeah, I know y'all in deep darkness where y'all at in the States, but the sun is actually out right here. I didn't plan to go for 3 hours. 200, guys. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Thank you. The crazy thing about it is I've never met any of you guys, and you guys are here just supporting the channel. How can anyone not be so grateful and humble about that? I'm sorry, man. I never want to feel like it's something that I'm doing, because it's not. It's nothing that I'm doing. You guys are here just supporting me, and it's nothing that I'm doing special, but just hanging out with people that love Kentucky. That's it, man. And you guys are nuts, bro. For real. Thank you guys. It is. We give him 3 or 4 years. We're going on his 3rd year now, so we'll see if he has a really decent year in year 3. I think he automatically gets a 4 year, because I guess this between last year and this year it is a let off. But if we can get year 3 getting better than year 1, then I think we're making progression, and that's what you want to do as a program. You want to keep getting better, but definitely Sweet 16, I bust. Oh, that sounds stupid for Kentucky, doesn't it? How many people say Sweet 16 a bust? Not Kentucky. That's stupid. Thank you so much, KJ. Thank you for that. You can text it. I'm not sure if you have the number for it, but my show number is now I might not always be able to get back to you, and I apologize for that. But this is a number that you can text me at. It's a state, even though I'm in Saudi Arabia, I can still get these texts over here on my phone, okay? And it won't cost you anything. But if you don't know, this is my show number right here. Yeah. So you can text that number, and I get the picture or whatever, and I appreciate it. Once again, I've never gotten a live show where I had 200 likes. I see shows all the time. They get like 600-700 likes during the live, and I'm just like, one day, big guy, just don't give up, and just stay committed. And one day you'll break the 100. Okay, now you'll break the 150, because we broke the 150 record tonight. We didn't broke the 200 record tonight. So I'm very, very appreciative for what you guys did out here for the show tonight. Skill Dragon, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Guys, I am going to go to bed now, if you guys don't mind. Hope you guys don't. I'm afraid there won't be enough NIL money for a new run. They might cut it, because I guess they said he didn't use it correctly. So the money is going to be allocated. Give it to the women. Dude, I was watching the women pass the ball tonight for the women's team. They passed that ball so freaking good. I'm like, why come the men can't do that, man? Like, why not? Why come the men can't? Egos get in the way, and they got to get theirs. That's the problem. That's the difference between women and men basketball. Women basketball is not getting a lot of joy. I'm not getting a lot of hype, and people are not falling over their chairs to go watch a game of women in women college basketball. They're not. But I tell you what, you don't see a lot of egos out there on the floor. They love sharing the basketball and getting their teammates involved. And you don't see a bunch of eyes in the women college basketball. And in the men, I got to go get mine. Let me go get mine. That's the difference. It just is, and I love it. Sign anything you want. Yes, sir. Good night. Big Red one. He's already had unattainable losses. Yeah, he hasn't got bad losses. That's for sure. If it's not going to get better, then perhaps you should take a 1 year break. Probably so. You talking about Coach Pope? Maybe getting blown off the floor multiple times and in the round of 32. That's unacceptable. That is. And I say that because that relates to basketball. That relates to the game itself. That's unacceptable. You don't lose. Kentucky don't lose by 19 in March Madness. We lose, but you're not gonna beat us by 19 and laugh at us. And you're not gonna have a coach that's angry because they didn't beat us by more. That coach for Iowa State was so freaking locked into that game. He never looked like he didn't have a game plan. He knew without a doubt or a shout, if this right here doesn't work, we gonna do this. That's what I need to see when the camera hits my coach in game time, and I need to be able to see his face, call it a poker face or whatever you want to call it. I need to see a coach that already knows if they do this, this is what I'm doing next. Yeah, that's what I need to see as a coach. So the women have been amazing since Kenny got some amazing. Look, has the Lady Cats lost some games that they should have won? Yeah. Did they almost lose this game tonight? Yes, they almost lost against West Virginia. But I tell you what, man, I love seeing them play because they're not selfish at all. And it's fun to see a group of athletes play for each other. Now, what you can say is the women's team, they play for the name on the front of the jersey. Yes, sir. They play for the name on front of the jersey. You don't know if you can get that from the men night in from night out because I got egos and I'm trying to get to the next level and I got to go get mine because I don't know how many scouts is up here watching, but I need to show them that I'm the dude and I can be that on somebody else's team if you give me a chance. Women, we just playing basketball and want to win. That's the difference. Maybe that's why Kentucky Rick does women and not men, so he doesn't get any grayer. That's for sure. What was more disturbing is that ISU players said that they knew Kentucky would give up. Hey, Chris Sloan, let's just have a moment of silence for a second, could we? And silence is not good when you're doing YouTube or radio, but let's just have a moment of silence for that. You can't have that no more. Period. Do you think Pope was happy when Owe hit that mid-court three? Do I think he was happy? I think he was happy to the point of, I got 5 more minutes to save my job. I think that's what he was happy about. I got 5 more minutes to save my job. Because if we would have lost to Santa Clara, and no disrespect once again to those guys, because those guys, they play one heck of a ball game. Those guys are good. But if we would have lost to Santa Clara, I don't know if we're having this conversation about being patient with Pope. I just don't. I think it would be different, especially after the year that we had. The year we had, the losses we took, the blowouts we have, getting the number 9 seed, got to play in day one on the SEC tournament. And then we turn around and get beat in the first game of the tournament. I think that's a different kind of smoke. And I know that the other coach lost first games won, and I get all of that. But at least we got double buys in SEC tournaments. At least we won 25 games in the regular seasons. When we don't do any of that, and when it takes SEC conference games for us to get to 20 games winning in a year. As they say, let's take a picture because it's not good. Coach Carroll did a coach shouldn't coach at a school for more than 10 years. Yeah, that's what they say here. Jamal Mashburn had a great speech about the name on the front of the uniform on CBS after Kentucky's first round win. Ooh, and I missed that too because I was doing the show, so I had to turn it off and everything. So I actually missed that for sure. You're right. Peanut Cal admitted he should have left in 2019. Well, I mean, yeah. Jamal brought a tear to Bruce Pearl's eye. Maybe that's what Bruce Pearl needed for him to be like, you know what? I want to be there. I want to coach at Kentucky. Come on, Coach Pope, lose. Please lose so they can call me. We agree. Wait a minute. How long did Rupp coach? He was Oh yeah. Well, Coach Rupp is he's the winningest coach at Kentucky. I think he won what 5 national championships here at Kentucky, I think it is. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go look that up, see if I can find that for Mashburn. That would be good to go see. I'm a very emotional guy. Can you guys hear the birds chirping? Yeah. When you win 4 titles, you get coach of life. Coach for life. Yeah, I think so too. Wait a minute. How long did he was a winner, right? He was a winner. He was a winner. Guys, I got an apple pie here. I cannot wait to eat it, man. I cannot. I went to McDonald's yesterday and got me an apple pie. 2 of them. I was like, I got to get an apple pie. So the whole country of Saudi Arabia, actually, in this area of Saudi Arabia, they totally listened to this because I could not believe it. And not just at McDonald's, but anywhere that sold apple pies like this. Saudi Arabia cut out all restaurants from selling apple pies. I was like, how do you take a city with 8 million people and say no more apple pies? I used to go to McDonald's. I would ride around town looking for apple pies, and nobody like, no, dude, we stopped selling apple pies. Saudi Arabia said no. They banned apple pies. And when I found out that one of the Saudi guys came to work one day and says, hey, Mike, McDonald's is selling apple pies again. I was like, really? I said, bye. When I got off from work, I went and got me 2 of them. Well, I don't know how the country banishes Cal had all the best players following him. Yeah, he left. Tubby did inherit Patino's roster. Well, if you leave it there for the next 5 years, it will still be the same. Yeah, that's true. We definitely got to do something different. So before I get out of here, guys, for anybody who's just watching for the first time or whatever, you guys know I try to end the show with a show that was created by Leah. The I guess you could say the theme song for the show. So guys, I gotta plug in my headphones so it's not so. Oh, hold on one second. I gotta plug in my headphones so it's not so loud, but you guys will still be able to hear it. Hold on one second. There we go. Put this right here. What did I just do? Refresh. Ooh, it's almost at the time limit. That's what it is. A sign that this is about to that they're about to mess up the stream, not YouTube, but just the streaming service that I'm using. But let me go ahead and play this song for you guys as we get out of here. Thank you guys once again for over the 200 like limit, over 200 likes on this live show. Definitely appreciate it, and man, you guys freaking rock. Let's listen to the song. Make sure I'm live, and let's get it, guys.
Check it out, it's the show. You know, crowd tightened up as we left the flow. Yo, no fake hype, just real BBN talk. It's the loyal BBN fan show. Stand tall.
First time you watch, you're a guest in the zone. Second time around, you're your family or home. So raise your hands, let's make it loud. BBN fans strong, we're here, we're proud.
Appreciate it, guys. Once again, man, thank you all you guys who came out tonight, man, to make the show a success. I could it's all over YouTube if you look for me. Okay, I'm gonna look for it. Thank you so much, guys, for letting me know that. Okay. We ended the show with 205 likes. Everyone who took the time out to like it, subscribe. Man, we started the show with this. I just want to keep you guys updated because you guys are family and you guys are pulling for me. You guys are pulling for the channel to grow. When we started the show tonight, we started with 4,002 subscribers. Since the show has started 3 hours and 30 minutes ago, is that Arabic and Spartan? No. Now Leah made it. It actually, you know what? It may sound like it a little bit. Now I hear it. But anyways, we started the show with 4,002 subscribers. 3 hours and 33 minutes in the show. The Loyal BBN Fan Show was up to 4,037. So we got 35 subscribers in 3 hours, guys. Thank you. For real. Mr. Hughes, I have to create that song. Hey, I like it. She put the words in it and it was made. And unless you guys have an objection to it, 207. That's awesome. We keep moving. That's our record, guys. Every time we get a like. And besides, even if I wanted to go longer, we only got technically 27 more minutes, and it's gonna cut off on me anyway. So we'll just start while we're ahead. 208. Let's go. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. Make sure if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And if you watch it on Facebook, listen to me. Please consider subscribing. That's all I'm asking. That's all we all ask. We're just one big family over here, and YouTube does not delete our material. I'm just not. Like, I want for 3 hours. It's on Facebook. I wouldn't want to do this for 3 hours knowing that in a month this right here wasn't even going to exist. You see my point? I want to be able to look back and say, we had a good show that show. We had a really good show today. A real good show. So thank you guys, and I appreciate it. Can we get 210? Come on, man. Skill Dragon, go to sleep, bro. For real. 210. There you go. We got it. Thank you. We out. Thank you guys. I love you guys from the heart. It means a lot to me as well. I get emotional when I get offline, okay? Not in front of you guys. I know we family, but sometimes as family members, we have to go behind closed doors and shed some tears. We don't want people to see us. Like, look at him crying. You should be ashamed of yourself. You're a grown man. What are you crying for? But I'm so appreciative of you guys helping out. No, we at 220. No, we're not at 220, are we? No, 220 is not the goal. We at 210. I'm blessed. I'm good to go. Okay. Auctioneer Skill Dragon. For real. So thank you guys once again. Remember, Leah's going to be live tomorrow night. She's going to be back tomorrow. So please come and support her her night. Jimmy may be with her. I'm not sure, but she'll definitely be live tomorrow night. I think she's going to be live between 7 and 7:30 Eastern. So kind of keep an eye on that. There's no games tomorrow. I may talk to her because probably tomorrow night, sources say do that show on Tuesday nights. I think unless it's Tuesday or Thursday nights. So I'll kind of have her pay attention to that too as well. But right now, tomorrow night, she will be live doing her show. I got to close my window because that heat is coming in. No, I can't keep going. It's 2:11. Thank you. Have a good night, James Poole. Thank you so much. My Kentucky sanity is because of the lawyer. Thank you, wins or loses. He always calls into the show. So Thursday night at 8 Eastern, the call-in show back here with me. You guys call in. You guys get to talk. So one last thing before I get off, and I'm going to put this out on Thursday. I love when people call, but I want people to understand that when you call, it's all about the audio. And if the audio is not good, I don't want you to have to go, and I don't like kicking you off the show. But if your audio is not good, I'm going to have to let you go because I need people to be able, I can't have a very disconnect in the audio. Because some people, a lot of people will be like, hey, man, I don't know what they're trying to say because the audio is so bad. So reset your Wi-Fi or your phone before you call in. Sometimes that helps too. Restart your phone or your computer. That'll help. But I gotta protect the audio because we do podcasts too. So this is going to go on podcast once this is over. So imagine listening to podcasts going down the road and you can't hear anything. If it's a radio station, you'll turn it off. You wouldn't even leave it on because you wouldn't be able to listen to it. So if the audio is not good, I would respectfully ask you to either restart your computer and call back in, and we'll try it again. But I gotta have good audio. Okay. All right. Until next time. Thank you guys. We're going on Big Mike. If you keep talking, we're going for 250. We done. Until next time. Go Cats. Let's get it together, and we're gonna be watching closely to see who the next team is, who at Kentucky, and who lose, and who leaves, and who stays, and if Coach Post makes the best decisions for the Wildcats, so we can get back on track. Until next time, go Cats. Skill Dragon, thank you, but stop counting. I'm out, guys. Later.